You're not drinking?
Mm-mm.
Are you pregnant?
Mm-mm.
You got something you want to say?
Nope, I drank yesterday.
What is that noise?
What?
We have a guest?
Who's over
Sorry,
there?
I'm just drinking here in a little corner.
Cheers to episode 7 and the New Year's and
007.
Oh.
It's a James Bond episode.
Yes.
to the new president.
Oh, yeah.
We are halfway there to beating out Taktua.
Oh, yeah. How many episodes did that go?
14.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Halfway, I guess.
We'll
That's
make
up.
this popular enough to hack Tool into
That's right.
14, 15, 16.
Welcome to Nothing Unusual Here, the show about survival horror genitals.
I'm on the wrong podcast. My genitals have not survived. Right?
So this is January 31st, right? Is that what you're doing for this day in Resident Evil? Oh, no. Today is
30th.
January. I guess you could pick because it looks like you put 30th and 31st.
Jeez.
When do you want this to air?
I need to fire the researcher I had do this for me.
As you know, I'm Dead by Donovan, the host of Dead by Donovan, and you are my wife, not Julia Smith. And with us is our first in DBD history, our first guest, Ray Home.
Thanks for inviting me, guys. My name's Ray Hom, and I don't know why you invited me. I
It's
guess we're gonna
Home,
talk
not
horror.
Home.
Hom, yeah,
I
sorry.
always say home.
Oop.
That's like what my teachers call me, so I'm used to it. It don't matter. What's up? What are we doing here? What are we talking about today?
Well, I told everyone this is going to be about AI and horror movies. That's
Oh,
what we were
okay.
going to talk
Which
about.
will be, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
we'll talk
we
about
will
AI.
get to that, but there's a bulk of this show, like, you know,
We've been up
new
to a lot.
developments.
What's on your mind?
Our guest is Chinese.
Big news of the
Thank
day.
you. Yes, I'm Chinese.
I was doing research for our new guest, like, you know, so I'd know what to talk about with him.
Oh, shit, you
And
Googled
I
me?
found some podcasts you were on. Does this sound familiar? Transgenital Giants?
I must have been drunk. I don't remember.
It's a podcast.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, but explain, jog my memory. When
What is it called? Tangential Giants?
Tangential Giants.
Oh.
Who are they? How'd you get mixed up with them?
I did. I was appeared on a bunch of podcasts way back when I was doing filmmaking stuff.
Oh, yeah?
back in the day. So,
Nice.
and I'm not famous or anything, but I made a lot of networking friends throughout the years who thought I had something interesting to say. Because they liked the fact that I made a lot of dick jokes back in the days on those.
Perfect for the
And
general
that's why I'm here.
podcast.
That's why I got this far here. I'm on Dead by Donovan to tell dick jokes today.
You know, I didn't actually watch the podcast. I was clicking around, and the first thing I clicked on was you talking about the scariest horror movie moment that scared you.
Do you remember which movie it is? It could be Henry
It was
Portrait
the
of a Serial
exact
Killer.
yes, it was the exact same answer I gave on the Halloween episode when we got the super asking us what is the most scariest horror movie thing
Yeah.
we've seen. I was
Who
like,
asked
oh,
that
shit.
question? Can I ask, or is it a secret?
It's on the podcast. I don't remember.
Okay.
I think but yeah, you and I are like on the same level on like horror knowledge and stuff.
Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. What did I say? It's very realistic. It's
That's
fucked
not
up.
what you said.
What did I say?
You said you loved the family living room rape scene where they filmed it with the VHS camcorder.
Yeah, that too.
Or that's the scariest part.
Irreversible has the most intense rape scene. We're talking about rape.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Oh.
Oh, you never seen Irreversible? Has that 9-minute rape scene with
Jeez
Monica
Louise.
It's a great movie by Gasper. Is it Gasper Noé? Yeah,
I don't think we can talk about this within 7 minutes of the podcast.
Oh, yeah, we can't start off saying that R word.
We gotta wait 9 minutes so we can.
Yeah.
That's one of the most fucked up movies too.
Irreversible. How old is that?
It's a French film.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's all you had to say.
Okay.
2003. It's a movie worth watching. Irreversible, meaning the movie's moving backwards like Memento. I don't want to spoil it, but it goes to a beautiful scene towards the end. A happy ending. Not to spoil, but
Well, is it happy if it's backwards? So it starts out happy and then everything goes bad?
well, it starts out fucked up in the club with a lot of violence,
Okay.
and you get to the part where everything's just back to sunshine. I guess you could describe it.
Okay.
I'm sure you got some fans who watch that too. So I'm definitely not the only one. I'm not some loner crazy man who's
I never
recommending fucked up movies. What would you think about Henry then?
I wasn't allowed to watch it when I was a kid, and I was like, I will never fucking forget this. And so I remembered Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer my entire life till I was 18. I could rent it myself. It lived up to the hype. I was like, dude, this is brutal.
I bought a VHS copy of Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer hoping Michael Rooker was
Did I see that? Did you have that with you or something? How do I know that?
I might have posted. So I'm going to meet Michael Rooker. It never happened. It never happened.
Was it Son of Monster Palooza that he was supposed to be at when we went?
I think that.
That sounds familiar.
Bunch of cons, yeah. That could be
like
it.
I remember seeing your copy, but I don't know if you just posted
That
it
guy
online.
owes me a signature. I paid
Oh, yeah.
$15 for that VHS.
What's the most you ever spent on a VHS?
$25, I'm guessing. I can't remember. Was VHS what? 25 years?
I purchased 2 VHS tapes for close to $100 because Phantasm 2, or no, it was Maniac Cop 2 was out of print. And no, that was a DVD that I paid so much for.
Wow.
Okay, so there was Phantasm 2 that I could only get on VHS. And because like Universal wasn't distributing the movie, you could get all the other Phantasms on DVD. You couldn't get a box set at this time. And then also, was it Video Dead?
Oh.
I have that on VHS. And the Video Dead guy was at the convention. One of them.
Dead guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the actor?
Yeah, an
Okay.
actor.
Anyway, that does lead us to our next topic, which is the reason that Ray's joining us today is because there was a convention this weekend. We're not going to go in depth about it, but it's for
Days of the Dead.
Yeah,
con,
we'll be talking about our Days of the Dead experience because we were at that convention in Las Vegas this weekend. We've been busy doing that.
Last time you guys were in Burbank and you came over,
Yeah.
we went to the Halloween house, the Michael Myers house that was relocated.
Right.
We fucked up like a bunch of idiots, noobs. You know, it was kind of embarrassing. I don't want to admit this, but we were standing right in front of the Nichols hardware store, and none of us even realized it.
What's that? Remind me what
It's
you're
the
referring
hardware
to.
store where Michael
steals the rope.
Okay.
the rope.
A rope, mask, and knives.
Yeah,
So we didn't get
his
a picture
mask
of that.
is
No,
there.
we were
We want
across
that.
the street, never turned around, and the hardware store is right there.
Yeah, it's right next door. Ray's actually someone who goes to conventions more than anyone I've ever seen. So this is our second convention together, but
I was a Comic-Con attendee of the week 2019.
oh wow.
You can find the article online somewhere
nice.
if you Google that.
Do you have an idea of how many conventions you've been to overall?
It's been at least since well, actually, I was a late bloomer because a lot of people have been since 90 whatever.
Yeah.
Or at least I know people who do that. I've been maybe late 2000, 2009,
Okay.
2007, WonderCon in San Francisco.
Okay, that was your first.
Zack Snyder, who's the guy? Ernie Hudson,
Oh,
Ray
nice.
Parker. I just remember just
Ray Parker Jr.?
Ray Park is the guy who played Darth Maul.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ray Parker Jr.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters song.
He's still around. I can still,
Yeah.
I can meet him and Michael Rooker together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say 15 years.
15 years of going.
I thought I
from-
would stop, but Donovan always makes fun of me.
Dude,
You gotta
no,
stop.
the most impressive
Like I'm an
thing, though,
addict.
the most impressive thing for people who are just listening to this and not watching and haven't seen what Ray looks like someone who goes to conventions
I'm
so
Chinese.
much. No, not that, but like you smell nice, you know, you actually fucking bathe. Just letting the listeners know out
better
there.
than a majority of the people we saw.
Yeah,
this
Oh,
weekend.
God, there are so many disgusting.
Whenever I meet Michael Rooker, I don't want him signing anything smelling my VHS, like me and my VHS smelling similar.
So you've been going
For 15 years
15
or something.
over
I
15
guess
years.
I'm
on your
I'm not-
Instagram. It's like you're at a different one every weekend.
every few. Yeah, I've done it, and I think I know how it works. I
expert.
can't see everything I want to see. I still got a list of people I need to see. And
Okay, you're not done yet.
I don't think so. When I first met you guys, we went to Monster Palooza, and you guys had a lot of fun on that too.
I met Reggie Bannister from Phantasm, my hero. I bought his album, and then Bill Moseley signed the Sig Haig photo for me that I lost.
Oh, you lost it?
It's somewhere in the garage or something.
Probably in your closet.
Wait, what'd you say? He got an album?
Yeah, I have an unopened Reggie album in the garage.
Like music album?
Yeah.
He did
Yeah.
music?
Yeah, it looked ancient, like it was produced in the 90s.
So you never listened to it?
No. I want to, but I don't know if I should open it.
So you guys are into the cons now too? Not as much as me, but you guys are.
Yeah, we made fucking connects or started something. You know, it's like, oh, we got to pay attention to this and start going now. If we got this podcast and people want to get on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Now it's networking, not just meeting.
Yeah,
people.
I don't think we were there as fans. I think we connected to a few people there.
Yeah, we leveled up this time.
Yeah, so originally when I found out you were Chinese, I wanted to go through a bunch of Resident Evil China stuff. And so we didn't get time to play any Resident Evil. We went to that convention, and now that's just taken over the whole show. I'm so excited about that convention. So we'll have to discuss Ada Wong's stuff and all the Chinese locations in Resident Evil on the next podcast. Are you actually are you from China or
no? I was born here.
Have you been to China?
No, it's a legit question. I was
yeah, he's like, you're the expert. You're Chinese. You know everything.
I'm
about
no
China.
expert. I don't run TikTok or anything like that. I'm second generation. My parents are immigrants, but
you
I'm
go
fully
there.
American.
You go there, or
I haven't. I've been to Hong Kong. And,
you have
That's
been to
it.
Hong Kong. Okay.
right when China took over.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Chinese thing was my original thought for you, but then we got so into AI, both of us. You were teaching AI or stuff?
No, I would. Well, I wanted to create a AI teaching course, but I'm still working on it. The AI stuff, it's moving hella fast.
Yeah.
I don't know what to teach, but so I've been playing around, doing the animations and did short films, and stuff like that.
It's been so funny. Like when there's a problem or issue I have with AI and I'm too lazy to learn how to do it, like when I have to do like Python code stuff, I'm just like, fuck it, 2 months and it'll be streamlined and I can just, someone will create something that makes it so much easier. And, speaking of your AI video, I got it loaded up if we want to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about it. Let's see if we can hear this. This is Ray's AI film, and you entered a contest for this. So how'd that do?
Curious Refuge was they're a big AI film festival or film school. I didn't win, of course. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was surprised what I created. If anything, cool. AI is still ever changing and evolving, and then the fact that I made a little coherent short film that even a lot of my friends were impressed. They go,
a lot of it's in the same like tone and theme continuity.
It was based on the idea if a haunted house had 100 rooms and some investigators went through every room. I envisioned it as like a TV series where each episode is one room. So there are 100 episodes. But
was there anything that you couldn't get made in it? Like I was thinking like if I made this, I would have a room where there's a guy in a teddy bear suit giving a blowjob to another man.
Yeah, someone famous did that.
The Shining?
I can't.
Because you're just walking past these 100 rooms, and you got to see some fucked up shit in one.
Yeah, I wanted to do something like that, but I didn't have 9 minutes to do a rape scene. But it was only how long was it? I try to remember. It was almost 3 minutes, I believe.
Okay, let's
We
try
can see it right here.
Okay.
It's not going to be full screen.
All right.
Okay.
Nearby in your neighborhood, through the back forest and up into the mountains, is the house with 100 rooms. You are invited to occupy any room as you wish, as many as you like. And in these rooms, each hold a story that reflects your wildest dreams and deepest nightmares. Stories of hope and fears, and everything in between. Experiences of time, dimensions of space, and even orientation of existence is beyond what your limited mind can perceive. Whichever doors you may open, you will stay for a very long time. There is no escape. A few rooms will entrance your eyes. Some will assault the sense of sound. There are kitchens and dining rooms that feed your every taste. The smell of indescribable fragrances that flare your nostrils. And the unnerving sensations that you may recoil upon touch. But what would the 100th room hold? What would be the final story? What would be your deepest mix of emotions and intellect manifest at the end of the house? You will find out when you stay at all 100 rooms.
Nice.
Yeah, the script was totally mine. So
Okay. That's what I was going to ask.
Voices AI. Was it 11 Labs? You use 11 Labs?
Yeah.
Too? Yeah. Because I try to voice it myself, but you can hear my voice. I'm too casual for it.
Yeah, that was a good voice.
It was fun doing it. I didn't know what I knew the idea. I just realized that the AI could create some of the things I was envisioning.
What about
Yeah,
all the
that's cool.
sounds and sound effects? Did you add those?
Yeah, that's more like motion array and all that other stuff. I know AI can create sounds too, but I haven't played with that. Took me 2.5 days.
Oh, wow.
I'm actually happy and proud with it.
Yeah, nice.
If I could ever do a series with 100 rooms,
Did you do any video effects editing? Because there's that one shot where there's like that dirt or through a hole, and then there's an eye in it, and that eye looks like it's
Oh yeah, that's
composited.
totally AI.
Oh, okay.
I think it was a timeless vision of the universe kind of prompt kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Took me a few times. I did a few.
Yeah,
other stuff.
how much were you yelling at the AI? Like, no, not
Yelling
like
at
that.
AI.
Try again.
I think it's an average 3 to 5 times when I try to get something perfect
Okay, nice.
for the way
Not
I
too
want
bad.
it. Otherwise, it came out pretty good. Dream Machine, I think it was the main video
Yeah.
AI was doing. I have Runway and all this other stuff that I love to play with, but those things are a little pricey.
Yeah.
But
It's cool.
a lot of trial and error.
It reminded me of like Haunted Mansion and Twilight
Yeah,
Zone.
yeah.
It seemed like it could be like a full Twilight Zone
'Cause-
movie or something.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
like 100 rooms to go through.
Because Julia, I know you like the Haunted Mansion too.
Yeah,
so
I got
trying to
the
explore
vibe.
every room, kind of
Yeah, I definitely got
thing.
that.
I could never do anything like that. I tried generating some images I wanted, and I just lost my goddamn mind.
Yeah, that's what
I
I've
was
seen him yell at the
screaming
AI.
Yeah. I wanted a STARS office or RPD office, and what I wanted was a desk with blood on it, and I wanted fire, smoke from outside a broken window, and the AI was like, sorry, I cannot create anything like, and I'm like, why the fuck not? And then so I quit and I like start over like new AI, and I'm like, no, it's not fucking blood. I need you to have ketchup spilled all over the desk. There's just ketchup everywhere. And they're like, we know what you're trying to do. And I was like, then add a fucking French fry. I was like, this is ketchup. And then I was like, now I need smoke out the window. They're like, no, can't do that. And I was like, you don't even know where the smoke's coming from. It's coming from someone grilling hot dogs on the floor below. This office is in the second floor. And I was like, fucking do it. Give me smoke rising outside the window. And, and then I was like, and, they're near a ballpark. So a baseball came through the window. That's why the window's broken. And AI finally generated these images, and they were so ridiculous. The window had the smoke I wanted, but on the windowsill right outside the window was like 30 hot dogs just piled up grilling. They're on a fucking grill.
I love that.
And then there were fries all over the floor with ketchup. And I don't remember if a baseball made it in. Maybe a baseball glove.
I just saw
ended up on the
multiple
desk.
versions of hot dogs just sneaking in all over.
So you ever use that stuff, or are you just playing around and it didn't, not to your satisfaction?
Wasn't
It
good
is
enough.
such a pain in the ass. I know you got to just learn how to prompt correctly.
You create your images first, then you animate it, or how did?
Oh no, I didn't animate any. I've never used any animation
Okay.
motion stuff for AI. I was just trying to get like
The right
perfect
image.
assets for doing the RE2 stream, like where I'm streaming
Just-
with AI. I wanted a desk created. I wanted a messy office, maybe some blood, some chaos going on in the office, and it wouldn't do it. I don't know. It broke me because I was getting so mad at it, screaming at it. And then I was dying laughing when the hot dogs started showing up.
I loved those hot dogs.
I'll have to find those images.
Yeah.
Oh, we did gloss over your This Day in Resident Evil. You should probably go with the 31st. What day is the 31st? Because I would rather this premiere on a Thursday.
Okay. Yeah, so This Day in Resident Evil history, January 30th, for anyone who needs their memory jogged. Only one event, but 1982, January 30th, Alfred Ashford tries to break into the Antarctic base's laboratory. That's it.
You know what's fucked about that?
I feel like it's always the Ashfords. I guess maybe because we're in winter and that's like the only winter game because it's been the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, not only is it a winter game, but it didn't need to be a winter game if it's in the Antarctic.
I know. That's what, when you were quizzing me, like, which one's at Christmas, I'm like, well, I know that one's snowy, but, like, they're just in the Antarctic.
I don't remember if it was Curtis that pointed this out to me. Blew my mind. So that statement right there, how ridiculous it is. Alfred Ashford tries to break into the Antarctic base's laboratory. Mm-hmm. His fucking bedroom and like living quarters are past the security locks of the laboratory.
Oh.
The footage you see of the twins, Alexia and Alfred, looking at each other before they make out, the brother-sisterly love, that takes place in the laboratory. There's no way they can avoid the laboratory. It's their bedroom, dining room setup, and then there's literally the cloning tables or whatever beds that were there, and he's so outraged to find out they're clones, and it's like, you grew up in your own cloning lab. How did you not find this? I don't get it.
The doors were closed.
It's a huge oversight in the map design of Code Veronica.
Interesting.
So you guys have all 365 days?
I just do the research when we set a date for the episode.
Okay.
So.
A buddy of mine sent me a Resident Evil related video about a controller, a chainsaw controller.
Oh, yeah.
You have that?
No, I always wanted it, but...
Right.
Yeah, that was a That was a GameCube RE4 controller. I don't know if they made others for later.
That's the only Resident Evil game I ever finished. Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube. I like Resident Evil. I haven't spent the time to be hardcore like you guys. I wouldn't win the trivia like you guys.
That's fine.
You finally
Not
know
everyone
more
can be
about.
an expert.
Yeah, you finally know more about Resident Evil than someone.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I know more than almost everyone.
Almost everyone that's
I'm
listening to
probably
this
in like
podcast.
1% of the world, you know?
Okay, before we get into more Resident Evil stuff, now is the time for our show where you, the listener, can be part of the show with the $5 super thanks, super shout outs. You can leave us anything. If you're new here, $5, any comment, anything. You want to give us a happy birthday, or you want to give someone a happy birthday, you want to criticize someone, talk shit about your enemies, we will say it on air for you. $5, super thanks.
Spending that much money was reckless and stupid.
So we have 3 super thanks.
All right.
And our first one is from one of our top RE tards, Beige Box. And the question is, this is an AI question for Claire. So I guess we don't even answer this. We can. Oh, no. Maybe we should. Okay, so let's see if we can talk to her. Yo, how's my favorite little orphan doing?
Oh, Sherry? She's hanging in there. Dodging zombies. Dealing with the yay, I'm an orphan now trauma. And somehow still managing to be the least dramatic person in this shit show. Honestly, kid's tougher than most adults I've met. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to convince her that being an orphan has its perks. No curfew. No one nagging you to clean your room. And you can eat ice cream for dinner if you want. Not bad, right?
Yeah, Sherry isn't my favorite orphan. I was talking about you.
Ha! Cute. You trying to butter me up? Or just reminding me of my tragic backstory for kicks? Either way, thanks for the reminder. I'll just add it to the list of reasons why I can kick more ass than most people. You know what they say? Orphan powers activate!
Okay, so we have a $5 super thanks shout out, a super shout out from Beige Box, and they want to know, what are your fondest or fucked up memories when you were at the orphanage with Chris, your brother Chris?
A $5 shout out? Wow, big spenders. Huh? All right, here goes. The orphanage with Chris was a mix of fondest memories and why didn't I run away moments. The best part? Probably when we'd sneak out and raid the kitchen for whatever stale snacks they were hiding. Chris thought he was so sneaky. Dude couldn't even close a door quietly. I swear, we got caught so many times because of him. And guess who had to play innocent? Asterisk me. Worst memory? The family nights. Watching everyone try to act all happy while we knew no one was picking us. Like, yay, another awkward evening of false hope. Thanks. System! But hey, it built character. Look how stable we turned out.
I heard you were in that same orphanage with Stuart Little. How demeaning was it that a family picked the rat over you?
Oh, don't even get me started on that smug little rodent. The day the family walked in, saw all the kids, and said, nah, we'll take the talking rat in the suit. Man, that stung. Like, what the hell did Stuart Little have that I didn't? A tail? A cute little car? Please. I could have driven that thing better than him, and I wouldn't have needed a booster seat. Honestly, the only thing more insulting than losing to a rat was how everyone acted like it was normal. Oh, Claire, it's so sweet. They're giving him a home. Yeah, sure, sweet for him. Meanwhile, I'm over here. Second place to a furball. Life lesson learned. Humans suck.
And with that, we'll move on to the other area. Okay.
Why does she know so much about Stuart Little?
Yo, Regina, you there? We got a $5 super shout out, super thanks from Beige Box. He wants to know, what time would you travel to using the third energy? And it would be permanent. So, take that into consideration.
Oh, hell. Beige Box. Thanks for the $5. Might actually get me a coffee after this nightmare. Permanent time travel. Huh? That's like asking if I want to get mauled by a raptor in 1994 or 1494. If I had to pick, I'd shoot for the 1980s. No dinosaurs. No Rogue A. And the biggest threat is neon leg warmers and the Terminator premiere. Plus, I could thrive in arcades and tell everyone to invest in Apple stock before it gets big. Sounds like a win-win. Or, screw it. Send me to 65 million B, C. And I'll take over as Queen of the Raptors. We know I've got the attitude for it.
Okay, she said no rogue AI.
Mm-hmm. Which is a...
Yeah, and she wouldn't exist without AI. Oh, she's talking about Mother, the fucking evil AI from Dino Crisis. Huh?
Alien?
Oh,
said Mother.
Oh, Mother. It's MTHR is the rogue AI in Dino Crisis.
Oh, okay.
In 3 million years in the future, it starts genetically creating futuristic space dinos that can live in the vacuum of space. Kind of like alien xenomorphs.
Yeah, Alien. The first Alien had Mother too, MUTH.
Oh, wow. Where would you time travel if you could only time travel once?
Oh. If I have to stay there permanently?
Yeah. I would go to 9/11
Because
and
I'm waiting
film
for
it
this
from
answer.
a different angle.
Yeah, get a good shot. I would like to be on the home front during World War II, but I think that would actually be bad. But, if my husband survives and comes home from war and then the 1950s, we just could have a nice family, count me in.
I don't think I would go back in time because I'll be killed by World War II or 9/11 or wherever.
Yeah,
Well, you could go to a reasonable, you could go back and watch JFK get assassinated, get a different angle.
I might be the one getting the bullet deflecting it from him. I don't know where I'm going to appear if I go appear naked like Terminator somewhere. And
Oh, yeah.
I think I would go into the future after when AI takes over.
Oh, okay. Risky.
I'm thinking too far ahead, but I'll be the resistance fighter.
Okay.
Restart civilization and with all this Dead by Donovan knowledge I have.
Perfect. We gotta replenish the earth with little Ray Holmes.
Oh, this one is from One with the Gun. You know him?
Yeah, I've met him.
Has a scene from a horror movie ever made you cringe because it was gory/violent, not because it sucks? And if so, which one?
Yeah, thousands. Gory, violent that made me cringe. The Hills Have Eyes.
Original or
It was a remake?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the remake. That made me cringe. Creepy crawly in my skin.
Why?
It scares me.
The baby scene or?
No, the rape.
This episode's gonna be about rape a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Just make us cringe.
I got raped by a shark. No.
I guess that's why it was on my mind.
I can think of one. Like when that chick in Cabin Fever is shaving her legs and her skin's coming off. That's pretty good. The sound effect. It's the sounds in that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm older than you guys, but I'm not gonna tell you my age. I grew up during the 80s, and I watched a lot of grindhouse films. One off the top of my head, not because I'm Chinese. I watched a Hong Kong movie called "We're Gonna Eat You" a lot. We're Going to Eat You. It's a Hong Kong film. It's a comedy slapstick about cannibals, and I saw it in a theater, dark theater, and they captured some dude and sliced him in half, and you see the body split apart. You see all the body parts, the red blood and stuff like that. And I think cannibalism probably makes me cringe the worst.
The newest Saw movie had a lot of moments that were like...
What?
Like when she has to cut off her leg, and then like when...
that was good.
Yeah. That,
I remember that.
any kind of like, any kind of like surgery type thing really gets me. I can't watch surgeries.
Yeah, for me, meat cleavers and saws and makes me cringe more than getting a gunshot.
You know what? Everyone, so many people I see, so many people wince and cringe at the hand in Land of the Dead, where the two zombies break it apart like a wishbone.
Oh yeah, that'd be.
It's always bothered me because I was like, no one freshly dead's hand is gonna tear down the middle and split.
Can I bring up a scenario question? Or
Sure.
Since we talked about AI time traveling, how about if you were captured and tortured? How long will it take you before you give in? How many body parts will be hacked off?
So they're cutting
Before,
off
like-
body parts?
Yeah, before
Before I
give
reveal
in.
a secret or
Kind
something.
of
Or something like
like they did in The Walking Dead, where they'd use a tourniquet on the dude and cut his legs off and then eat it in front of him.
Yeah.
Right?
what season was that?
I don't remember. And then that guy was like, "You fucking idiots! I'm infected. You've been eating infected meat."
Oh
I saw
yeah.
that,
That was good. I forgot about that.
What's your I guess your pain threshold before torture?
I
Not that
I
you
do
guys
have
experienced it, but
I do have a really high pain tolerance, and like I've lost one
Oh,
finger.
dude.
Might as well do a couple more. But
I realized I could take a lot. I can kind of take anything. The nurse fucking digging in thick ass needle, like a hose in my arms and just like moving it around and then switching. Look, I got the bruise from it.
I see.
Yeah. And it was so painful. Felt like she was cutting me internally. Like when you do that, you stick that toothpick in a banana and then slice the banana in half and pull the toothpick out and leave the banana. So when someone opens it, it falls in half.
Were you almost admitting something to the nurse then at that point to stop?
No, I didn't even wince or anything. Like I was like, dude, I can take this.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with pain, and I mean, I don't remember any pain losing my finger. So
Can I ask about that? The finger?
You can ask.
It was
how you lost
recently.
your finger?
Yeah, it was last month. Literally last month after Christmas, you got me that Beretta M92FS. Julia is fucking playing around. She took it from me. She's like, I don't want you playing with a gun. I was twirling it fully loaded. And as soon as she takes it,
Whoops.
the hammer hit the webbing of her hand. And then that caused her to freak out and dropped it. The gun fired. There goes her finger.
A crazy sequence of events, but
But
here we are.
where is it? Because you picked it up and
it's
you.
right out there.
Yeah, go get it. We got to show the people what we did with your finger. We'll take a shot. Julia took a shot. We can take a shot. It's still got the blood on it. Look at that.
Hey, that's Beretta.
But show the
Kinda
people
clean.
how well your finger healed in 1 month.
It's making me cringe.
There we go.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's the end of our super thanks, super shout outs, $5 supers. If you want to be a part of the next episode, it'll be next month. So just leave a super thanks in the comment section of this video and we'll read it on the next one, but it has to be $5.
Spending that much money was reckless and stupid.
I kind of wish I had set this earlier because we talked so much. We did that script read of the George Romero's Resident Evil. We read the whole script. The movie was ridiculous. And then the documentary finally came out for everyone who saw the trailer, and we've been waiting years for this. Now we got to talk about the documentary we all watched.
Okay. It exists.
I watched it twice. You made me watch it twice.
I watched it
both
twice,
of you guys
too.
watched it twice.
Oh,
and
I got to correct something on last month's episode. I said this was like a Residents of Evil production. I don't think that it's true. I think it's just Residents of Evil adjacent. JJ's in it being interviewed, but I think it's a separate production.
I know George Romero movies, but I don't know enough Resident Evil. Every time I watch your podcast and streaming, what the fuck are they talking about? But like George Romero, so I was curious.
Just being as nice as I can, it was like, people were like, "Oh, is it worth it?" And I was like, "If you know Resident Evil and you know George Romero movies, you're not going to learn anything from this." And
did you learn anything from the documentary?
A lot of George Romero fans are like to cry about the movie not being made and him passing before he got it made, I guess.
Yeah.
Otherwise, learning about the movie itself, I don't know. I think you guys know more than I do. Not from the documentary. I don't know too much about.
Like, I think it's perfectly fine for someone like you to learn about the origins of Resident Evil Sweet Home in the documentary, but I've watched every YouTube video about Resident Evil, and they all waste my time with the Sweet Home's origin. I'm like, oh my God. So I was just bored out of my mind hearing stuff I'd already heard before. And then you got to think about, like, who was this documentary made for? That's what you said. And it's like, Resident Evil fans are the ones watching this.
Right.
And you can gloss over for the casual viewers and just, like, you know, say this Sweet Home thing and move on. But I was bored out of my mind. And it's too bad because it's something I was really anticipating. And not only that, but Ray fell asleep when we were watching it.
Well, I think he was.
It was his second time.
It was a second time. But
documentary was more about George Romero than the Resident Evil film.
Yeah, as it should.
Yeah,
I agree.
I want to know more about Romero, who he is, and what the politics were that was going on behind the scenes of this production. But it was really the second time watching it, and I was like, my God, this is so sped up. They're just like, like
the documentary was 2
incredibly
hours too.
Boring.
Well, the guy just like giving a summary of the script. He was reading it so fast.
Yeah, and then they had some Australian guy doing a lot of the narrating that it's like, what is he saying? I think he said some things wrong, but the texts were saying them right.
His accent just kind of tripped me up a little, where it's like, I want to zone out and just like stare at the wall and listen to him read, but he was saying things with his accent, so then I have to read the subtitles, but it's going so fast.
Yeah, there was no breath or beat.
But then he's just going over what the script was, which we've already read. So it was wasting my time and multiple levels.
Even if you hadn't read the script, though, you can't follow it. It's speeding by so fast, and that should be the substance of the film. People want to know what was in the film and what it was. And I found something online that doesn't exist anymore. So I found a comment, and I don't remember what it was in response to, but it was the director on YouTube commenting on some other lower, like just some, I don't want to say lower, but like smaller YouTube channel had made a review or something about the documentary. And then I see Brian Salisbury account comments this: there was an entirely different shot section covering the screenplay with deeper dives into the script itself. It unfortunately did not pass legal clearance, and at the 11th hour had to be removed entirely, and we had to insert something last minute. It's unfortunate. There's plans to correct this in a longer version where we will go much more in length, covering all the treatments and script with multiple people dissecting the material.
Okay.
I don't want them to go longer.
Absolutely not.
But that, I felt so bad for them because I totally understand. I've had to work on productions where it's like, we don't have time to do it right. Just get it out. And I've never had legal issues on why I couldn't complete something proper.
Yeah.
But
a deadline.
That fucking sucks.
Here's my opinion, and I'm in the nicest way. This documentary should have been a YouTube video because they brought nothing. They didn't have like an expert coming out and saying anything. They're just reading articles that exist online that anyone can access. So the fact that you have to pay to watch this documentary to learn things that are all free and accessible online.
I agree with that, but that's not entirely true. We did get some experiences that you wouldn't find online. You know, the people who worked on the commercial and like the guy who lost the top of his head from Dawn of the Dead. But it wasn't enough.
It didn't change the documentary.
It wasn't enough
them.
that you couldn't find on YouTube too for free.
Yeah, I don't like that they're charging for that if they took out the meat of it.
I commented back to him on when he made this comment. It wasn't directed at me, and then I said, "Oh man, I don't remember what I said, but I was like, oh, that really sucks." And then I was like, you know, you could just release the finished product online, don't monetize it, and then deny all responsibilities. It's like I've posted so much illegal shit and never gotten any.
Okay, well, let's not put that out there. Let's not get some investigation started.
Not illegal shit.
Yeah,
I'm talking like I don't have the copyright rights to.
I know. And I'm saying let's not draw attention to it.
But he responded to that, but I didn't record it, and then he deleted the entire thread, so it doesn't exist anymore. That's why I have this.
Actually have the inside scoop.
I have this you won't find on YouTube.
Yeah, so we have the inside scoop here free on our YouTube channel.
Oh, also,
we need to get paid.
Take this with a grain of salt. Just because his name is Brian Salisbury and he's commenting as if he is the director and knows what he's talking about, I don't actually know if it's the director.
It could be completely inaccurate reporting here.
His responses were so quick and authentic, like genuine sounding. He was saying he couldn't release it for free because there's like actors and people who have taken deferred payments.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate that they can't go more in depth about the script because the things that they went in depth about just were not necessary. So it sounds like it's just a bad situation and they're stuck in it probably with the release date set and all that. So I guess no hard feelings, but I would not recommend it to anyone. So
yeah, I'm just going to tell it how it is. I was bored out of my mind and I was really looking forward to it, and it's too bad. I don't want to discourage anyone from creating content too, so it's like if this is their first big production documentary, you know, they're gonna do better from now on.
Totally.
It's the next one.
The issue that I have with it overall is like, did we need a documentary about this in the first place? Even if they are going to break down more of what the script was, it's like, this is a documentary about a movie that never got made and
never got close to being made.
Yeah. And like, I know people love Romero, and
this really should have been a deep dive YouTube video.
I think that like the most important line that I took note of in the documentary was that the Japanese guy said Romero's script was bad, and that's why they didn't make it. And it's like, well, there it is, guys. Like, let's stop fantasizing now.
Yeah, it's like,
sorry.
It's like the idea of the film almost being made is the content itself.
Yeah, and it's
not
just
the
like,
film.
Just because it's Romero doesn't mean it was gonna be good.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I felt. So it's like,
everyone's acting like this script was so much better and was going to be better than what we got.
It's hard to compare.
I'm saying Welcome to Raccoon City would have been better than what George Romero would have had to have delivered, and that movie is awful.
I mean, yeah, give that script to Romero.
We have to make every aspect of Resident Evil 2002, the Paul W.S. Anderson film. I want to do versus Welcome to Raccoon City and show everyone why Paul W.S. Anderson's film is superior in every way, even though they had equal budgets. Welcome to Raccoon City, everyone we've shown, you know this for a fact, they've fallen asleep.
It's boring. It's not a good movie, but it follows a story, which is what Romero is doing. Yeah,
being too close to the video game kind of is a problem, and that's something it's like never going to work out. Yeah, there's just filmmaking aspects of Paul W.S. Anderson's films that people don't even acknowledge or respect, and there's a reason why he made 6 of those movies.
I guess the idea of having an idea is content itself now. I could be in the shower thinking about stripper zombies fighting people
then make
in the
a
club.
Documentary about how it's never going to happen.
Actually, my idea was already... Jenna Jameson already did my idea. Right there. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of ideas, and we're hoping for the best one to come out.
Speaking of ideas that never got made.
Oh, no,
we have a big announcement.
Yeah, that was a good segue, but I didn't get to expose my other thing that I discovered. In the George Romero documentary, they didn't know if Blackberry was originally George Romero's idea or something left over from the previous Constantine script. This is evidence. It's not proof. The character Fox that was in the George Romero script that canceled George Romero movie, that character ended up being in his next movie named Fox, and sometimes they call him Foxy, and it's a dude who's John Leguizamo's best friend. And so it's like Romero was just recycling things from previous scripts.
Yeah.
So Blackberry was established in the terrible Resident Evil script, and then George Romero just carried it over into his film. Would Rosie have been like a character in Survival of the Dead? Remember that badass chick who's just masturbating all the time?
Maybe.
Yeah, we were watching it on TV.
Yeah, I remember.
Did I fall asleep on that too?
Anyway, so there's evidence, Fox from Resident Evil to Land of the Dead, and Blackberry from Resident Evil's first script to George Romero's script. So there's something that wasn't discussed.
So basically this whole documentary was about an idea for a movie that never got made. And so we have a huge announcement about another movie that never got made.
Not many people know about this. This is fucking insane too. Okay, so you guys know Jurassic Park.
Of course.
And you guys know Jurassic Park, the book.
Of course.
And you guys know Jurassic Park was written by Michael Crichton.
Yeah.
And you guys know Dino Crisis.
Yes. I just was speaking with Regina, actually.
So we are making an official announcement right now. We have crowdfunded close to $45,000, was it?
I think it was around there, yeah.
Yeah, we got this documentary off the ground.
Is that more than George Romero's Resident Evil documentary?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't follow
Pretty
that.
close.
We'll have to edit the number to make sure it is.
But we have put in production our own documentary. You are the director of it, too. Mm-hmm. Do you want to say the title?
No.
Michael Crichton's Dino Crisis. It's another failed Capcom film that didn't get past the writing stage, and they got the godfather of
dinosaurs?
Techno thriller dinosaur stories.
Yeah.
You play Dino Crisis and you're like, these are Jurassic Park dinosaurs. They just changed how they showed up.
Right.
I've always said Dino Crisis is like the second best explanation or reason for dinosaurs appearing in the modern age. And so they didn't genetically make these dinosaurs.
Right, time travel.
It's time travel dinosaurs. So this is the world premiere of Michael Crichton's Dino Crisis that we've all had a hand in making.
Trailer.
Yes, the trailer.
The trailer for Michael Crichton's Dino Crisis premiering now.
Mommy! Daddy, you've got to come see this! I found something!
You are alive when they start to eat you.
Crichton's novels literally changed the face of the dino techno thriller as we know it.
Capcom didn't hide the fact that the games were heavily inspired by Michael Crichton's dinosaurs.
At the time, there was nothing I wanted more than a live-action Dino Crisis movie.
Michael Crichton's writing the next Dino Crisis film.
And then suddenly, there was this extinction level event, and they pulled the plug.
Crichton's involvement would have given the studio the genetic code, the blueprint, to make this adaptation work.
How do we get Carnosaur 3 instead of this?
you could really tell he had his misgivings about doing another dinosaur project for someone else.
It's actually not a very good story, but it's a wonderful title.
The whole movie was going to cost $1 million, and we had only 9 months to make it.
It spared no expense.
Crichton took one look at the studio notes, and you know what he thought?
That is one big pile of shit.
And it was too bad because his film just feels so much more Dino and so much more Crisis.
I think Crichton really took things to the next level.
This guy knew Dino Crisis.
They stood on the shoulders of Steven Spielberg and Michael Crichton.
He would not sell his soul to write about some time-traveling dinosaurs.
And before they even knew what they had, they patented it, they packaged it, they slapped it on a plastic game cartridge.
And now you're selling it. You're going to sell it. Well...
Nice.
Can I say that was stupid funny?
What'd you think of your bit in there?
It looked good.
How's the Asian token? So
yeah, let's talk about the production of that. How'd that go?
Pretty good. Well, it took less than a day and a half.
We've been spending.
No, it's months.
We've been spending months interviewing everyone, getting all.
I guess I was talking about my part. It took me a day and a half.
It's wild because
I got 2 seconds.
I didn't even know George A. Romero's Resident Evil documentary was coming out, and we'd already had this in production.
It's so crazy.
And then they beat us to it.
Yeah.
You know, they got a wide release on like Amazon Prime and all this.
I'm actually just a hater because I'm jealous because I had like a really similar idea. I was like, why would you make a documentary about a movie that was never made? But mine's good.
Time traveling dinosaurs.
I want to know how you got Dawn of the Dead 1978 Galen Ross to be in your documentary.
It's crazy. She's really passionate about Dino Crisis. Like, she is the epitome of like Michael Crichton fan and Dino Crisis fan. Like, the perfect person we're looking for to interview. Like, she was passionate about it. It's crazy.
And she wasn't autoerotica?
Huh?
It's a line from Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Are these characters erotica? No. We have no animatronics here. No.
But seriously, like,
who said that line?
The lawyer.
Okay.
Galen Ross, fucking awesome. We got to get her on the show.
Super nice person. And again, just really passionate about Michael Crichton's Dino Crisis.
How was it like working with her?
Yeah, she was super nice and receptive. And
she is nearly 75 years old, and she knows
looks great.
She knows her survival horror video game shit. She was talking about
Dino Crisis.
No, she was talking about The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Passionately. Another thing,
like in a sexual way?
We had
No.
we had the same exact opinion about the 28 Years Later trailer.
Right.
She was like, "Have you seen that? It's the greatest trailer ever." And I was like, "That's literally what I said."
Yeah.
The 28 Years Later trailer was so refreshing. It didn't have creepy little kids music playing. It didn't have like jump scares and startle. Like, it had this like almost like war radio ominous build up. I'm hooked. It was so refreshing. You know, people are gonna steal that format back in 2012 with Batman and Inception, Hans Zimmer, all the time. Or was that 2008 that trend started?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And then we had the trend of like lullaby kids music playing and
even Avengers went there with Age of Ultron too. What was the song they used in Age of Ultron? The Itsy Bitsy Spider or something?
I don't remember.
So another scenario, what would you guys need to do to survive the zombie apocalypse?
What would we need to do?
You guys never thought about it?
I read the Max Brooks Zombie Survival Guide handbook.
I met that guy. My friend, back at the WonderCon 2000.
Wow.
I went up to him and said, "So, how's your dad?" Because his dad's Mel Brooks.
Oh, no. Because your dad's old and dying.
I always think about who I would take with the during a zombie survival. I assess what skills my friends have.
My mom is always like, I'm sticking with you. And I'm like, second real life zombies show up, I'm fucking running away. I was like, I'm leaving you because I don't want you to bring me down being sad that you're dying or some shit. You know, if you're out of sight, out of mind, in my mind, it's like, oh, you made it. But if you're hanging out with me, it's like, now I got to worry about you.
I know. My plan in an apocalypse is like, follow him. I trust you. You know what you're doing, but it's got to be a two-way street. You might run too fast and I lose you.
My plan is to go the opposite. Where you guys going? No, so, if whatever friends who are listening to this podcast, I'm not naming you, but a lot of you guys will hold me back.
True.
True, as in your friends will hold you back too?
No, I get the sentiment. Like,
so beef up your skills, survival skills when we're ready for the apocalypse.
Well, that's what I'm always
you want
ready for.
Some people who are slow because then they get picked off first and you get out of there.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they say always go hiking with someone slower than you.
Oh, yeah.
For bears and stuff.
And rapists.
Sure.
I think you get more people. A lot of our friends will unfriend. I was unsubscribed because of this.
My friends don't watch this.
They will now. Say what?
All right. Well, did we say everything we need to about our documentary?
Yeah. What else is there to say about it?
I was just gonna say, it is great that Ray was in town, so he's able to help us talk about Michael Crichton a little bit. But we can get into why he's really in town for the Days of the Dead.
I wish you could sign my Jurassic Park VHS, but
what is that? What is that behind you right there?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pull that down and show it to the camera.
Pull it down?
Yeah. Let's see it closer. Let's see it closer.
You can
10 points to anyone who can name the chick on that picture.
Name the chick.
What is her name? Leanna Squiggly or something?
Quigley.
Linnea Quigley. Good job.
Tar Man, dude. That's one of the best zombies in zombie horror movie history.
He's famous for saying brains.
And that guy works with Jim Henson. He worked on Dinosaur.
He has
a big career as a puppeteer, starting with the Tar Man.
Where are we looking for? Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
It's pretty impressive stuff. So yeah, we're at the Days of the Dead convention. We met everyone who matters from Night of the Living Dead.
Yes, Return
of the Living Dead.
We went to Friday and Saturday. They had Sunday. We didn't go because we're filming this.
Yeah.
And it was at the Plaza in downtown Las Vegas.
Important details, yeah.
Yeah, in case you want to meet us there next time, because we're definitely
it
going
might be a
again.
different venue.
But, I mean, in Vegas convention,
yeah.
Definitely going again. That's where I got this shirt. It's the damn enchiladas. Miguel Nunez.
What he signed on your shirt? It says, what does it say?
I have no idea. But down here it says
DJ.
Down here it says it's those damn enchiladas. And he is trying so hard to get on the podcast. And I would have done it if I wasn't such good friends with Ray. I told him, no, Ray's got the spot. And
I had to punch him out a few times.
Ray had dibs.
But he's in town, wants to be on this podcast, and I told him no.
Yeah.
And I said next time.
Better luck next time.
I got the text to the manager. I was like, hit me up next time you're in town and we'll make this happen.
That was funny. We're drinking with his manager at the time too. He was pouring tequila shots, right?
Yeah, his manager came up with a bottle of Patron and poured us the biggest shots of tequila, and we're just drinking with them at his table. And it's
while Miguel was signing for fans, he was pretty popular there. He's still popular.
Yeah, he was the most energetic, lively one on the panel too. Opposite of Tommy Jarvis, Tom Matthews was there.
Why opposite?
I love him.
Touching you, opposite personalities.
Yeah. It was great to see Tom Matthews in person, and I just love Tommy from Friday the 13th, the game.
Playing the game so much.
The same voice and model.
The same exact stature. I was walking and I see this dude.
Yeah.
I see this dude's back, and I'm like, that's fucking Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah, Tommy's
I hadn't even seen his face.
But you just spawned as Tommy.
You get a few words with that guy, Thomas?
No, I didn't talk to him.
I didn't even talk to him. I thought about it, but the only pictures he had to sign were all from Return of the Living Dead. I'm like, if he had a Friday the 13th picture ready, I guess I could have printed one for day 2 and been ready, but I didn't think ahead. So, but it was like, just even hearing his voice, like on the Q&A for Return of the Living Dead, it was just like, that's Tommy. Like he's saved my life so many times.
Seeing how he was and his attitude, I don't know, like I had a question for him at the Q&A, and one look at him, I was like, I think this guy would hate me.
He was given old man grandpa energy, which I love. Like I love a grumpy old man.
Well, my question was going to be something along the lines of like, how many takes did you have to put your face in that lady's vagina crotch in Friday the 13th Part 6?
Right.
Jason Lives, and if it smelt.
Yeah, he wouldn't care for that question.
But everyone else loved my questions.
Well, a shout out to the artist who did this, Terry Wolfinger. I met him at Monsterpalooza.
Oh, nice.
We've been keeping in touch.
Is that where you got it?
I got it. No, I actually ordered online at Trick or Treat Studios. It was sold out everywhere.
Nice.
But Terry, I've keep in touch.
Yeah,
I see him at
that's a cool photo.
Monsterpalooza, so he's does a lot of amazing stuff.
It was cool. We got Q&As with the Return of the Living Dead cast, which 2 different Friday the 13th characters, which is like, for me, that's more.
But they weren't the only Friday the 13th characters. We had the Friday the 13th remake, Kyle and Jason. And I don't know Kyle's character name, but he was the weed farmer hillbilly hick guy that was making out with the mannequin or feeling up the mannequin. He lost his virginity to it. And he was licking that porno mag. Yeah. And that was a Q&A we were there for, and they took our questions.
Yeah, you asked your really important question.
So I asked them, I was like, what were your favorite boobies in the Friday the 13th series? And they didn't give honest answers.
Yeah, they didn't want to upset their wives, so...
So they were answering the wrong boobies?
The Kyle guy said the porno mag that he licked, he named her like Gina or something.
Yeah.
And I specifically said to him too, I was like, what are your favorite boobies? Not counting mannequins.
Yeah.
And then Jason said Shelly from Part 3.
Jason, what is that guy's name? The guy who played Jason. He was Swamp Thing and a bunch of other stuff.
But it was that new Swamp Thing that was apparently so great that no one watched.
It was a TV show.
I want to see that.
Yeah,
now.
I have not seen it.
They talk, everyone talks it up.
They
seem like they.
He said 9 out of 10 on IMDb, and I googled it in the moment, and it was 7.4.
Oh,
but
see, like I said, they talk it up.
I was fact checking everything in those Q&As. She's talking about what
Days of the Dead pass here.
Oh, nice.
You were still wearing it while you were sleeping?
And I did meet the other star. She wasn't there for the panel, but Danielle Panabaker is also...
Oh, yeah, your hero.
Yeah, she's also in the Friday the 13th remake, but more importantly to me, she was in Read It and Weep on Disney Channel. She was in Stuck in the Suburbs on Disney Channel, and she was in Sky High.
You're on the wrong podcast.
I just want to put it out there. I met someone
I remember you
really,
saying
really
that to her, and she like cringed. And that's pretty bad coming from a horror convention where she's meeting, the fattest, greasiest person.
No, she didn't have anybody to meet her, so I was just trying to get a conversation going because she looked bored.
I don't know. She was ungrateful to meet you.
Yeah, she did not want to be there.
She was in and out. She was like, "Get away from me."
Yeah, that's true.
Is she currently in anything, or
no? I think that's why she was there.
What about you? Did you bother pester Doug Bradley again this time?
No, not this time. He was so... Doug Bradley, the guy who plays Pinhead in Hellraiser. He had a bunch of fans, but there was a moment where he was just sitting there all alone, which surprised me.
That was more than a moment.
Yeah, I'm a big Hellraiser fan.
I almost went up and talked to him because of that, but
that's why I felt like I'm about to make friends with all these people. Just when they don't have lines, I feel bad.
I met him back at Monsterpalooza a couple years ago when we went there.
When you met him at Son of Monsterpalooza, that changed my whole perspective on him. No, I always heard in seeing him in interviews, he just gives off this he's British. He's British or some shit. He's just a snob actor. And I was entirely wrong with that. He was incredibly nice to all his fans. And he when at Son of Monsterpalooza, he gave everyone so much time, as much as they needed. It seemed like he didn't rush anyone off.
Yeah, I think he gave too much time that he was alone at a certain point.
Maybe it was just humbling to lose the role of Pinhead. Or I don't know if he lost it, but he wasn't going to accept the low amounts of money they were going to pay him.
He is iconic. So
if I had more money, I was almost thinking of buying that puzzle box and having him sign it.
Yeah.
I met Clive Barker back in 1997 maybe.
And he signed your Hellbound Heart book?
Cold Canyon was the book he was promoting at the time.
What do you think of that one movie with the porcupine in the graveyard? It's a porcupine woman in the graveyard.
What are you talking about?
It's that one with the guy with buttons for eyes, and he's a serial killer.
Oh, it's probably either 5 or 6.
No, it's called Nightbreed.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Nightbreed.
You know the name of it?
It took me that long to remember. I can never remember it.
When I think of the movie, David Cronenberg played a serial killer. Yeah.
That's the only good part of the movie. There's great special effects, and
I'm getting the impression you don't like it.
Apparently, it was ripped apart by studio meddling and a lot of lost footage, and people have been trying to piece it all together.
Yeah, there's some weird there's ultimate cut that's out there.
And so you watch the ultimate cut and you get like really static shit quality for some scenes, but they add more to the story. And I can't do it. I've tried to. It's like Dawn of the Dead for me. No matter what cut, I just cannot get into it. But I appreciate
I was young when I watched it. Yeah, I was a big Clive Barker fan. Way bigger than Stephen King. Because it's weirder shit that's out there. That's like, what were you doing when you got?
It really reminds me of Silent Hill stuff before Silent Hill existed.
It's like there's nothing you can compare to the Hellraiser movies or Clive Barker's in poor health now, but I read most of his stuff.
You met him before you
Book
was in
of Blood.
poor health.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Wait. He got poor health after he met you, though.
Uh-oh. Conspiracy.
Yeah. But it's worth it. Whatever.
Oh, and
whatever the truth is.
You found that little baby alien there.
This one. I picked this up at one of the vendors.
Did you name it?
Did I name it? Not yet. I don't know its gender. So I
pick a gender neutral name.
I'll let it choose its own gender in 20 years or 50 years. Lights up and stuff. I collect all these weird things that on my shelf.
Okay, so earlier I was talking about we're going to start going to these conventions more because we're making connects and talking to people. Kind of had my lav mic interviewing, and we mic'd up Joe Lamb, the director of the new movie coming out in March called The Fetus. And it's about a killer fetus that comes out of a woman and kills people and then goes back up in her.
Oh, really?
That's what I was getting from his description of it. I'll play the segment where he plugs. So I mic'd him up and he plugs his own movie, and we'll play that right now.
Hey, so if you've heard, we have the Lauren Levera from Terrifier 2 and 3. We also have the horror icon, Bill Moseley. And they do an amazing job in The Fetus. It's a horror comedy. It's about a young couple who struggle with a demonic pregnancy. It's half human, half demonic fetus. And they're trying to figure out what to do with it because it keeps coming out and it's feeding on people to keep growing inside. So whether they're going to save it or sacrifice it, you got to watch it, check it out, and follow us, thefetusfilm.com, or go to any social media site that's The Fetus Film.
Look at this. We got the film props right here. This wasn't in someone, was it?
This was, no. Well, in the movie it was. So this was actually used in the movie. It comes out of Lauren Levera's character, bites people's necks.
And make sure to wear protection when you go see the film.
We have the Fetus condoms right here that you can get. We also have the t-shirts, posters, and we have a new reveal of a poster just revealed today. That's Bill Moseley on the cover.
So here it is. The trailer came out 20 days ago. And so this is the latest trailer for The Fetus.
You're pregnant. That can't be right. He always wears a condom.
Oh, shit.
Have you been lying to me?
Whoa, wait a second.
Do you remember when I told you that my body doesn't work the same as everyone else's? By the way, I should tell you a few things about my dad. He's a bit particular.
I was more of a cat person.
Are you gay?
Well, not that your dad and I see eye to eye.
He doesn't really like anyone.
Oh, hey! It's time.
Dad! No, Dad!
If we don't feed it, it will start sucking on her blood to survive.
You can't give birth to this thing.
Of course not! I've been freaking out since this morning!
I really thought you would grow up normal.
I am watching this just for Bill.
You are the turd in the well.
Did he say turd in the well?
Your mom really died giving birth to you?
I'm definitely watching that.
Yeah.
That looks more entertaining than that vagina teeth monster lady.
Oh, teeth?
Yeah.
The teeth.
Yes.
Teeth.
Fucking teeth and rubber.
Yeah. The killer tire.
Such bad movies, and they're both on par. Like so many simpletons think that those movies are bad, good movies. Like they're hilarious, and I've not laughed at them. I've not.
I didn't make it through teeth. I was
I
screaming.
shut teeth off in 30 minutes.
Me and my friends were screaming too much and didn't like.
Sorry if I inadvertently called you a simpleton if you liked it.
No, I think the simpletons are the one that won't survive with me during the hot zombie apocalypse.
There was too much rape in that
Sorry,
movie, honestly. It scared me.
Oh, we can't move on just yet.
Uh-huh.
Julia and I are going to try these out tonight. Should we open this or save it collector's item?
I don't know.
They are the Fetus condoms.
Mm-hmm.
They will prevent you from having a demon baby. What does it say?
What if you want a demon baby?
Inspired by the horror
That's why we don't
film
use
The
them.
Fetus, our condoms provide a safe barrier to help protect you from the unexpected. Lubricant made from FDA-approved silicone oil. Superior quality, safe and durable, smooth design. These lubricated latex condoms are FDA-approved and electronically tested to help ensure safety and reliability.
That's enough to stop a demon baby, I think.
Yeah, so there's only 3 of them.
I don't
too.
know. He was using condoms in the trailer and didn't seem to work.
It
This
says
is a warning
Yeah.
movie.
fetus prevention and STI protection.
Nice.
There's 3. We can each have one.
Oh, perfect.
Joe Lamb looked at my jacket and said,
Oh, yeah, you guys are matching. And you guys were the only Chinese people there, too.
I don't know. I assume he's Chinese
Some
based on
kinda
his last
Asian.
name. But yeah, some guy. And we both, he put on his jacket and took a picture with me. We were like,
Yeah, they were
it's
matching.
Asian Shining twins there.
Yeah.
So show that picture. You know?
Yeah. So the Q&A is more Q&As. We didn't get any footage for the Friday the 13th thing. And the lady who did film said that's not coming out for like 7 months because she's so scatterbrained and lazy. And
She basically said that. I mean,
Is she a simpleton too with like teeth?
probably.
but I did get some footage of Return of the Living Dead. Did I ask them any questions or anything? Not Return of the Living Dead.
No.
I was going to ask, hey, can I have a shot? And then that guy got my psychic message and
Yeah,
gave me a
gave you a
shot of
shot later.
tequila. Oh, also, you know, you paid $60 for this shirt for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then he immediately just went down to the roulette table and gambled all the cash. I saw that. It was relieving.
He's going to double everything he made.
Buying the shirt was a gamble.
The whole time we're at that, what's it called? Days of the Dead. I was like, why the fuck is Revenge of the Nerds here?
Yeah.
The cast. And the first night I felt kind of bad for them because no one was interacting and talking with them. Then Ray ran off. Yeah, you missed out on Revenge of the Nerds panel. It was by far the most entertaining.
Yeah.
And
Did you ask a question of that?
Yes. I asked, what is his name? Andrew.
The one who plays the young kid in
the
movie.
young kid. He was
Yeah.
15. He looks younger than 15 in that movie, but he was 15 years old.
Yeah.
And here's a clip of the question I asked him.
Any other questions? Yeah.
During filming for Andrew, were you allowed to see any of the boobies on set?
Were you allowed to see any of the boobies on set? Is the question.
Yes and no. I was not allowed to see anything. There was a whole thing. It was a whole, well, you know, I'm a kid. I'm resourceful. But no, there's a whole question of like, oh, what was he going to be allowed to see your mom's on set the whole time? It's like, it's a little embarrassing or whatever. You know, they kept me from seeing most of the stuff, but I got to get a glimpse of some of the fun that was going on. Somebody had said, oh, it must have been you must have had such an amazing time as a kid on a movie set, and I did. Or he said you must have had the best time of anybody, and I felt like I did, but I know for a fact that these people all had a much better time. Much better time.
They were fun about it. Like Revenge of the Nerds.
They were so much more fun than the horror cruise.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Revenge of the Nerds is just a fun movie and it's just comedy. So they're not so serious about it. But they were just like a fun bunch of guys and girl.
I also have a confession. When Lena Squigley left her post, I went up to her. She had all the photos that you could buy and she signs. And she had put
it said
Post-it notes over her titties on the naked photos. And I just moved and you could see everything.
Yeah, we checked out Linnea's Squigglies.
Also,
Squigglies.
Who is that girl? What's her name? It starts with a J.
What are we talking about?
From Return of the Living Dead. She wears the blue.
Jewel?
Jula or something.
It was Jewel.
Juella.
The brunette?
Yes. And she was like
Jewel.
plastered the entire time or something.
Yeah.
She was out of it. She reminded me of my mom.
Your grandma.
They didn't know each other.
But I would still hit it just based on my love for Return of the Living Dead.
Your mom?
She has always been like the hottest fucking like Valley girl, prep 80s girl. Not like preppy, but there's something wave FM about her.
You'd really like to do it with me, wouldn't you?
It's really important that we put it out there that you'd still hit it.
Yeah. And
if you weren't married.
It looks like she had a boob job and then undid the boob job because she has like these like gnarly creases in her boobs now. It was just weird.
No comment.
And that's why I didn't ask about any boobs.
So that doesn't make a difference on whether you're going to hit it or not.
No, just because you can say you did. No one's going to look up what she looks like today. They remember what she looked like in the movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Okay, what else we did? Did you guys see Felicia Rose or?
Oh, yeah.
We walked by.
I've never bothered her. I love her. I think she's a lot of fun. And I was like, next time I gotta get like my VHS of Sleepaway Camp or something. She's at every single one.
Me and Donovan always joke about Sleepaway Camp in some way, and that's that weird cult movie that everyone loves. Even some of my friends love that movie.
I love that one.
Some of my friends still think she's hot.
They should just reuse the Friday the 13th engine, skins, everything, and just call it Sleepaway Camp. And instead of Jason, it's just a little girl with a dick chasing you down cabins.
In the woods.
and you know, like when Jason rages and can break through doors, she just gets a raging boner.
Right. Yeah. Of course.
With the Revenge of the Nerds cast, have you guys have gotten any other interactions with them?
Lamar, I don't know if he's not really gay or not. My entire life I thought he was gay. And he didn't seem any gay at all.
Clap your hands, everybody. Everybody, clap your hands. We're and we come here on stage tonight to do a show for you.
And the main guy, Robbie, I found out is the dad in Lizzie McGuire. That blew my mind. I know y'all don't know Disney Channel out here, but
that dude has always reminded me of equal parts your dad and your brother in one person.
Wow. Okay. Cut that.
You don't see it?
They're not that nerdy.
He looks like a Smith.
Okay, sure.
So which Revenge of the Nerd cast would you bully?
The lead. Robbie?
Yeah, I actually had an answer. Okay.
Yeah, he's such a freaking nerd. Okay, when we're going into the Q&A, I was thinking, like, what would I ask them? And I'd be like, since you're such a freaking nerd, did you ever think you could star in a movie? That was my question. But then it turns out he's a cool guy. He actually wasn't a nerd, and he didn't want to be in the movie.
He rode a motorcycle to the audition or whatever?
Yeah, and he said he had like his hair long, and he just like really didn't want to be in it because it was called Nerds. And I'm like, you're literally the nerdiest looking guy on this earth. Like,
I want to talk about the Dawn of the Dead Q&A.
Okay.
I wasn't there, so you guys tell me how it was.
God. So my complaint about Dawn of the Dead and anything George Romero is all these simpletons that regurgitate the same shit. They're just like...
You love the teeth.
No,
rubber.
They're like the social commentary in George Romero. Social commentary. And this...
And that came up in the documentary, too.
Stand it. They are just fucking regurgitating someone they thought was, smarter than them on like film. And we're at this Q&A and literally every fucking person that had something to say was about social commentary. And when the actor, the white guy in the movie, not the pilot, I forget his name, but he's the one that gets bitten doing the truck swap stuff and he loses his cool. He asked the audience, instead of taking a question, he was like, everyone, if you got an answer for this, why do you love Dawn of the Dead so much? And literally every fucking tool in the audience, they had the same answer. And it was like, just the social commentary.
It was a collection of the ugliest guys you have ever seen with their squiggly hair and never showered and their bellies sticking out of their t-shirts, and they all raise their hand and say the social commentary.
And I was like, oh my God. I'm sitting
there,
down.
like I said,
I was sitting down.
there.
We didn't have a bottle, but I was like, I was going to say, we got to take a shot every time one of these people says social commentary.
You said that when we were watching the documentary.
Yeah.
So
I answered, and my answer was the one that got like the best response out of the cast too. What did I said, like,
it's a time capsule.
Yeah, I was like, I like it because it's a time, I actually hate the film.
Yeah, we actually lied.
But there's a reason I keep watching it every year, every other year. I'm like, the older it gets, it is a time capsule of that time. Like the reason why I like watching Saturday Night Fever, you're never going to see the world like that ever again. Even though I didn't exist back then, it's like watching a historical document, and that you see the malls and what the world was like.
Yeah, just seeing the department stores in full.
My question I was going to ask, but they never picked me. I raised my hand several times, was, did you guys know about George Romero's intended social consumerism commentary? Was that an actual thing, or was that something you just pretended like people read too much into that and you guys ran with it? Because malls were fucking brand new. They even say in that movie, they're like, what the hell is that? And it's like, I don't know, must be a shopping mall or something.
Yeah, I think the guy was saying, when you guys were talking about malls being a time capsule of that period, he was saying like the article came out when they were filming the movie about the malling of America, how malls are taking over. And then they're like, we're making this perfect movie about it.
Yeah. So is that the answer to my question?
I think so. Like, I think it wasn't about, that's just my opinion.
I've always thought, I was like, everyone's just reading too much. Because as someone who's made art and all the videos I made, and people will find reasons why they love my stuff and put things to it that were never there, never in.
What kind of social commentary have you been putting in your
videos?
You know what's crazy? Conspiracy theorists have attached to one of my videos, and they're like, holy shit, how did we never see this? And like they're doing timestamps of specific things. It's kind of insane and serendipitous how things line up, because I made this one video about Great Gatsby and Art Deco, and I coincidentally released it on Trump's inauguration, the first time he was president, not knowing that was the day that all that was going down. And then years later, everyone's like, look at the dates, look at these timestamps. And then they're attaching it to fucking Illuminati pyramids and finding screenshots. And they're like, they're fucking blown away by all this symbolism None of it was intentional. Never even thought of it. It's just like 5 years later, it's blowing people's minds.
I'm done with this podcast.
But the crazy thing was when they started coming out with that conspiracy shit, I played the video backwards, and the video says, "It's never easy, God, to live a life of virtue."
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Why did she say that? That one I hear. I know I'm a hater of the listening backwards, but that one I hear.
And there's something subliminal in that video because it's got like 50 million views.
So yeah, there is a social commentary on your YouTube if anyone's wondering.
You're bigger than George Romero now.
You know what? Let's do a shot.
Do a shot.
I'm gonna grab another. Oh wait, never mind. There's a lot.
Whiskey.
What is that you brought us?
So it's 90 proof American. I tried to find something that was American bourbon, and because it's easy for me.
Hell House.
Because Donovan and Julia love horror. I tried it.
It's delicious. You know, I'm hesitant of trying different bourbons and scotches because it seems like anything that's other than Jack Daniels turns me into an angry drunk. Mm-hmm. And if anyone's seen me drink anything other than Jack Daniels that's a dark alcohol on stream, I will like end up rage quitting. I get like mad at the game.
Well, in context,
but that is delicious, and I've had no problem drinking it.
In context, I was at Julia and Donovan's wedding over a year ago, and damn, we drank a lot. That was my second wedding.
That went by too fast. Like,
yeah, you had 2 weddings
that week, and I was drinking with the bartender at Donovan and Julia's wedding, and not that I'm complaining. I don't regret.
You got that guy fired. You know that?
I did. What'd he do?
He was over pouring because he wasn't allowed to pour shots. He could only pour drinks, and so anytime someone wanted a shot, like Ray, he would pour an entire glass full of whiskey.
I can't control what other people do, especially bartenders.
And it was like 45 minutes into our wedding when we hit our limit of $2,500. And then I gave him my credit card and I was like, just keep it going.
So that's the reason I got drunk, because he kept getting me going. Yeah, I got home that I said, I must stop drinking for a little bit. So I stopped drinking for a year and a half. It was good.
Oh, nice.
But I'm chilling now. So in moments like this, I gotta cheers and...
Oh yeah,
enjoy
cheers.
the moments.
You
Cheers.
visit DJ, you start drinking again.
Last night in town, yeah, like fuck tomorrow. Like
I'm not rich and famous, but follow me on Rayham. Sorry, I'm drunk already. Follow me on YouTube /Rayham. There's vlogs, so you see behind the scenes stuff.
You may. Oh, I should have pulled some more of those videos to show people. Yeah, you got all your horror convention stuff in shorts.
I try to put up there. Horror mazes. I love running through Halloween mazes. We haven't done that together, huh?
No, I was just saying that. I only want to do like Halloween horror nights at Universal again if we're doing it with friends. So
do it together. Yeah,
we love doing it, and you guys always seem to do it off when we do it. So like we gotta coordinate and do it at the same time.
I do it closer to Halloween time.
Yeah, I guess we were there for our anniversary.
So this is where in Vegas there's the Horror Nights Unleashed coming out this year too, right? So,
yep, we're gonna get the year-round Horror Nights here.
Oh yeah.
Did you see? There's a Saw escape room here?
I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah.
How was that?
You weren't there. No, I was with.
Did you escape it?
So my mom was in town, and she went with her tax friends and invited me. And I was the only one taking it seriously. Like they told us to get the fuck out of the lobby. My mom, who's her friends way older than me. I should be the one getting in trouble, you know. They show up drunk. They start fucking a mannequin and turning it sideways and ramming it into other people. And
your mom's friends,
and they were like, don't touch them. Don't play with the mannequins. And I was like, holy fucking shit, you guys. But
you should put them on the podcast. I'm curious what's going through their minds and stuff.
That was
how they would survive.
Devine's sister.
Oh, that's why you told me about it.
So we do the Saw escape room experience, and we kind of passed the first 2 rooms, and then fucked every single thing after. Like, I got snappy with them. I was like,
You're embarrassing me.
I was like, shut the fuck up, pay attention. Because it's like Jigsaw's talking one time. You don't get to hear it again. Yeah.
First rule of Saw, listen.
And they didn't fucking listen to anything. And it's like, we gotta use these lights to find a code for the safe, to unlock the safe. And they don't know how to do like combination locker, like you're in high school where it's right, left, and then right. And
they didn't want to play the game. They wanted to fuck mannequins. That's what
we ran out of time.
There's an It escape room here too.
Oh yeah,
I drove past it all. the
Yeah, a
time,
lot of
but-
my apps had all the ads pop up. So you gotta check this out.
I
haven't done any escape room.
There wasn't even an escape room, but I did like the Walking Dead thing they had here
Yeah,
on
I
Fremont. That was a lot of fun.
So you get chased by zombies too?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it was like a haunted house faux escape room where it's like there's dials and shit to do,
Yeah.
but it's really just a timer. You're like panicking, like trying to figure it out, but it's like it just moves you
No,
forward.
it was like press the button. That's the escape challenge.
But then you get on a truck and the truck doesn't really move anywhere, but it's like a 4D experience. So you're in the bed of the truck and it's fucking rocking around, leaning, and zombies are running at you. But you have like, was it 3D glasses?
Imagine
or
fucking
just,
a mannequin on
you're
that.
you're shooting all the zombies coming at the truck. And then was there one other thing? It was just a haunted house,
yeah, you
then
just run
escape room,
through
and
and-
then the truck.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, so you tried a lot of things out here, didn't you?
Yeah, you got to check out the Zach Bagans Haunted Museum.
Oh,
I did that.
Nice.
Right after your wedding. I did that.
Nice.
The one with the gun, or the one we mentioned earlier, buddy of mine. So we all went there to
Nice.
an anecdote.
Did you get haunted?
I'm not a big believer in supernatural, but I love this stuff.
Yeah,
so.
me too.
Paranormal shit is like your favorite genre, or
I grew up on it because I always goes back to the library books back when I was in the 80s, picking out true horror stories, ghost stories, and scary stories to tell in the dark. You know that one, and I just love being scared. Amityville Horror scared the shit out of me.
That's my answer too. I said Henry and Amityville Horror.
Okay,
when the fucking eyes are outside.
Oh yeah, the Jody the pig was
Yeah.
I have a Jody pig mask for a Halloween party at one time, and
Nice.
So during the haunted museum, there was one part where it was a room full of dolls, and there's this one doll. I think it was named Gretchen. It was in a glass case, and the tourist guide said if you stare at it enough, she'll either look back or say something. The one with the gun looked at me and said, I don't feel comfortable with this. So he left and went ahead of me.
Oh, really?
Then I looked back. The couple behind me ditched me. They got scared. Didn't want to. So I'm standing alone looking at Gretchen and stuff like that. I stared a little bit. She didn't say anything and everything, but I didn't want to. Even though I don't believe in the paranormal as much.
I'm always trying to get her.
I don't want
talk.
to test it, so
I've gotten her to talk. I think it's Peggy.
Oh, Peggy, that was another one that's there.
A different one. She has like the voice box thing. That was going.
or something.
I've gotten her to. Like,
Okay.
I think one time it sounded like she was like, fuck you.
Yeah, I was.
I think you were there.
I was there without you
What
one
a
time,
vulgar
and
doll.
I said to the tour guide, I was like, "Do any of these fuckers ever just blast through the wall with a huge cum shot from a horse cock?" And that's what Gretchen shouted at me.
Yeah. Peggy.
Peggy.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I've been there like 5 times. I love that.
Okay, so
museum.
you've seen all the stuff.
Yeah.
What was it? Paul Walker had his glasses there from Fast and the Furious.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to
switch
talk
out the
about your
celebrity stuff a lot.
experience there?
Have we not talked about it on the podcast?
I don't think we have.
Yeah.
So she brushed up accidentally against a demonic 2-headed goat.
Okay,
And
I remember that
she
one.
doesn't
It was
know.
just like a background decor
Okay.
in like the first
She
room.
doesn't know this, but she would talk in
I don't
her
know this.
sleep and speak in tongues and writhe in the bed and just like try to fuck me.
Yeah.
It was like 3 nights in a row.
Try? It failed?
Right?
She just
And it's really like pathetic that you tell this story. Like I would never fuck you unless I was
A 2-headed goat.
cursed by the goat. But yeah, no, I just got like a rash on my leg
Right.
where I bumped it, and then everything bad that happened in life for a couple months we kept blaming on the goat. So
Okay. How bad could it be? You're still
well,
here.
I was talking in my sleep a lot in that era.
Okay. And Donovan was listening. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So what's the most horror collectible you guys own?
horror collectible.
So I know you guys buy stuff because like I buy stuff.
A little bit. I don't
I got an answer for this. So pretty much everything in this house, I was going to make a deal with Zach Baggins for him to invest in me, for him to give me a bunch of money now, and later I would have to pay back the debt by becoming the most prolific serial killer ever. So I make a contract and I promise him I will kill like 100 people in town.
Right.
Yeah, but not just like mass murder, like that's cheap. Like it'd have to be methodical. So like I'm like stabbing and burning and hitting people with my cars and just like Henry shit, you know.
They add a whole room at the haunted museums. Like this guy is gonna be
coming
soon.
So what does that have to do with the most weirdest collectible you have?
It's all around you.
Everything is collectible because he's going to be the next
100 victims. It'll fit perfectly with 100 rooms.
Yeah.
You have one victim for every room. But
I don't think I own anything valuable.
You don't have anything haunted?
Haunted, no.
Because I know you like to buy stuff when we're at the cons.
Yeah, I just buy little things.
I have my dead friend's ashes and a bullet.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes, you know, people are showing me how to do the pendulum shit or whatever. What's it called? Dowsing. And it's like real. If you believe in it, like it'll rotate one way and then rotate another. And it has to do with like energy fields in your body or whatever. So you like ask a question and you can be like as still, like I'm not fucking moving. And that's how I get my lottery numbers.
Oh, okay.
Asking my dead friend.
Let's rewind the time. Your dead friend's ashes?
Yeah, they're in a bullet right there.
Context? Can I have context about why you have dead friends?
He wasn't wearing a helmet and he was drinking and driving an ATV.
Okay.
Oh, but I predicted his death because my dead stepfather came to me in a dream and was like, your friend's going to die soon.
Yeah, scary.
Okay.
True.
Okay. Asking about favorite collectibles, and this is where I end up.
Yeah, you're just going off on haunted stuff.
You're talking haunted collectibles.
No,
right?
he didn't say haunted.
Oh, I thought we were at the Zach Bagans.
Well, I kind of hinted at.
But he was pivoting. He was pivoting.
Our collectibles.
You answer. I'm peeing.
No, I can't think of anything. I don't own anything like valuable. I just pick up like.
Oh, it doesn't have to be valuable.
I mean, or like collectible. Like I just pick up like cute. Like decor stuff. Like I just got at this event, I just got like magnets, and then I have like a cute purse with all the killers.
You have any like figures or dolls kind of related kind of
just
stuff?
like this one, we have Michael. My mom got us that actually.
Both of your parents know you're horror fans, huh? I get that.
Yeah. It's hard to hide. Yeah, my mama doesn't never watched horror. Like it scares her so much. But because of us, she watched Halloween for the first time this year. So
how did she react to that?
She handled it. Yeah, she was scared, but she watched with my nephews and they said it was really fun for them. So I guess she was screaming. I don't know. I can't think of any horror like collectibles. I don't really have anything collectible.
Horror collectibles. My VHSs are expensive. Not anymore because they devalued them by printing them on DVDs. But, 15 years ago, I had $120 VHSs.
But you still have them, but now worth $120.
Like, if I had known that guy from Video Dead was going to be there, I would have busted out the Video Dead VHS and get him to sign it, even though he was a nobody.
Yeah, totally.
I think he was a fucking zombie or something.
Yeah. Well, you've got your Resident Evil figures are from the board game are expensive, valuable.
Oh, that is, the Kickstarter exclusives that I haven't opened.
Julia was talking about her mom being horror fan, watching her first horror movie. Did your parents watch horror movies?
My mom will not watch The Exorcist.
She'll watch everything else.
My dad unlocked a part of my reasoning logic brain. Like I was so obsessed with horror as a kid, and then I couldn't go see horror movies unless I had a parent with me at theaters in Alaska. And so my dad would go with me and he'd be like, "That's silly." He'd be like, "Oh, that's so stupid." And he would just be like, he'd shit on these things that I wouldn't even realize
That's how you see where the genes passed on to.
Yeah. He'd shit on these things that I didn't even realize were dumb. And I'm like, oh yeah, that is stupid. So then, I'm critiquing things more and looking for I just want logical and reasonable things out of characters reactions and motivations. You know, that's all I ever want is I want a reason why they're fucking doing things, unless they're insane, you know?
Yeah.
Even insanity has its reason, right?
I mean, there can be the chaos character that's insane, like Patrick Bateman, but everyone else has got to respond to him in some sort of way,
be normal.
you know?
Okay, let's do the game.
Yeah, let's knock this out. Let's try this. Everyone's going to need their headphones.
It's going to be crazy. Yeah,
okay. I want
you know, you guys know me. I don't work good under pressure, but I'll
yeah,
try.
I was just going to say last night
This is gonna be fun.
we were playing Tapple, and you picked, it was up to you. You picked the horror theme, and then you hit the timer, and you had the full 20 letters of the alphabet.
I was confident, but I had to. I mean, not that you make excuses. But
Literally,
the alcohol was in me.
A through W,
Yeah.
no V,
No Q.
and all you had to do was name one horror movie title that started with any letter of the alphabet, and you couldn't do it.
10 seconds.
And I'll try to redeem myself.
That was my
here.
favorite
Let's see
part.
what-
That was my
let's see
favorite
what the
part
AI
of the night.
says.
The same thing happened to Julia. What was your embarrassing actresses?
Yeah.
Julia's like, oh, I fucking got this. I select actresses, and then Julia couldn't name a single fucking
Because
actress.
I was like, for whatever reason, I saw C, and I go in my brain, I was like Charlene Theron, and I was like, that's not her name. And then I couldn't get past that. I'm looking at every letter, being like, I was like, there's got to be an Anna. I know there's an Anna or Anna, and I could not think of a last name.
Let's go.
Okay, Regina, it's that time of the podcast. We're going to play this AI horror Jeopardy game. What do you have for us? Name the 5 categories. And remember, it's Julia, Donovan, and Ray. We're the contestants. Who is going first?
All right, folks, welcome to Asterisk Jeopardy. Gone Rogue edition. Here's our lineup of categories that'll have your circuits frying and your hearts racing. Categories: Robo Bloopers asterisk asterisk out of context A. Mismatched Machines asterisk asterisk A. In Disguise, technically speaking, Donovan, Julia,
That's half.
and Ray, you're on the hot seat. Since Donovan runs the show, I'm letting him go first. Donovan, pick a category and point value to get this disaster piece rolling. And remember, I'm watching the scoreboard. So no funny business, or I'll be handing out negative points like Halloween candy. Let's do this!
Okay, I've instructed her to narrow it down to 5 categories, 3 questions each. So we have a 100, a 300, and a 500.
Okay.
And it's up to her to keep score. And you know how unsmart AI is, so she's probably going to fuck up our scores. But in Jeopardy, don't you have to hit the buzzer? And yeah, so how
For your turn, you pick the category, she'll ask the question, and then whoever buzzes in answers.
Okay, Regina, hit me with technically speaking for 100.
All right, Donovan, let's see if you're technically ready for this one. Technically speaking, 100 points. This sci-fi horror movie introduced the concept of singularity, where AI becomes self-aware and surpasses human intelligence, leading to humanity's downfall. What's your answer? Or are you going to chicken out like Ray when a velociraptor shows up?
You got it? What's the answer?
Transcendence.
Ooh, close but no cigar. Donovan, Transcendence might have had singularity vibes, but the correct answer is the Terminator. Skynet is the O.
I was gonna say
G.
that.
Nightmare
Sorry, I thought it was
singularity that
horror.
ruined everyone's day. No
Yeah,
points
hold
for you, Mr. Host. Who's next, Julia or Ray?
Hey, you can't tell the answer unless we say the correct answer or everyone's exhausted it. Remember, this is Jeopardy. Someone can steal next, you know?
Damn. My bad. Guess I'm too used to yelling answers to outsmart dinosaurs. No more freebies? Promise. All right, Julia or Ray, it's your chance to steal. Either of you got an answer, or are you folding faster than a cheap deck chair?
No, you already gave us the answer.
Just say it.
What is Terminator?
Bingo.
Ray
Julia,
wrong.
that's 100 points for you.
What does that
the
mean?
Terminator is the poster child for A.
Thought you were answering it.
Singularity and humanity getting its ass handed to it.
If he had points,
Nice
it'd be
job showing up
negative.
Donovan
It'd
on
be
his own
minus.
show.
It doesn't
Scores
matter 'cause
asterisk
it's zero.
Donovan. 0 Julia. 100 Ray. 0 Julia. You've got control of the board. What's your pick?
Yeah,
Wait.
That's accurate.
That's accurate? It said 100 what, Ray?
Yeah, I just.
Well, it's written Donovan 0, Julia 100, Ray 0. So she read it Donovan 0, Julia, and then 100 Ray.
Oh, okay. So Ray got that question wrong, so should he be negative 100? I'm not sure how Jeopardy works, AI Jeopardy.
In Jeopardy, contestants only lose points if they buzz in and get the question wrong. So Ray's safe unless he jumps in with an answer and botches it.
Didn't I give the wrong answer?
Yes.
Yeah, Ray got the wrong answer. He's the one who got it wrong. He said transcendence or whatever it was.
We're arguing with the AI now.
You're totally right. Ray was the one who botched it with transcendence. That's on me for screwing it up faster than Rick at a lock terminal. Ray should absolutely be sitting at minus 100. Here's the updated score.
Thank you.
Scores Donovan. 0 Julia. 100 Ray. Minus 100 Julia's still got control of the board. What's
Okay,
your
it's
next
up to you.
move? Genius?
I will take out of context AI for 100.
All right. Julia, let's see if you can keep that streak alive.
Anyway.
Out of context A. 100 points. This chilling line. Open the pod bay doors. Alan was met with a cold, calculated refusal. Which movie features this moment? What's your answer? Julia? Or are you going to let Ray try to claw back some points?
Alien?
Ray buzzed in and he said Alien. He didn't say what is Alien. He just said Alien.
What? Well, I said Alien with a question mark.
Does not count.
Oh, Ray, my sweet summer child. Not only are you wrong, but you didn't phrase it as a question. That's a double fail. Alien had a creepy android, but no Hal in sight. Ray's down to minus 200.
Shit.
Minus
Julia,
200.
I should have done
Donovan,
that.
you can still steal this one. Who's taking a shot?
What is 2001 Space Odyssey?
God damn it.
Boom! Dead by Donovan comes in clutch with the correct answer. What is 2001? A Space Odyssey. Hal was the original A. Jerk move pioneer. That's 100 points for you. You've got the board now. Where are we headed next?
Robo bloopers for 100.
All right. Donovan, time for some lighthearted malfunction mayhem. Robo bloopers. 100 points this A. In Terminator 2 tried to blend in with humans by delivering this cheesy one-liner. Hasta la vista, baby. What's your answer? Donovan? Or are you about to short circuit under the pressure?
What is the T-800 Skynet cybernetic organism model?
Ding. 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 Nailed it. Donovan, the T-800 Skynet's unstoppable killing machine. Drop that unforgettable hasta la vista, baby like a pro. That's another 100 points for you. Scores Donovan. 200 asterisk Julia. 100 Ray. Minus 200 Donovan. You're on a roll.
Minus
Keep it
200
going.
Donovan.
What's your next
What?
category and point value?
Well, he's minus 200 me because your name comes after me.
Yeah.
Let's do Robo bloopers for 300.
All right, Donovan. Time to crank up the difficulty.
Here we go.
Robo bloopers, 300 points this A. Robot hilariously misinterpreted a human's request, leading to an awkward moment where it explains the 3 laws of robotics like a robot kindergarten teacher. What's your answer? Or are you passing it to Julia or Ray?
You got it?
iRobot. What is iRobot?
Oh, Ray. Not bad. But that's the movie title, not the A. His name, close. But no points for you.
What's his name?
You're still sitting at minus 500. Ouch. Julia or Donovan, either of you want to jump in with the correct answer? Or should I roast Ray a little more?
I don't have the answer to this.
What is the AI robot in iRobot?
Donovan, you're skating close to the edge there. But I'm feeling generous. The correct answer is Sunny. Since you knew the movie and concept, I'll give you a pass this time. That's 300 points to you.
Oh my god, you
All right.
got that?
Robo bloopers for 500.
Hey, are you sucking this robot's dick?
Whoa there. Donovan, I'm not playing favorites. I'm just trying to keep this chaotic circus running while you 3 duke it out.
She heard
Trust
you.
me, I don't even like Sunny. Too much of a goody two-shoes for my taste.
She didn't even hear you. She only heard Ray.
Wow.
Yeah, he's going to kill me.
Robo bloopers for 500.
All right, Donovan,
Cheers.
you're diving into the deep end now. Let's see if you can handle the pressure. Robo bloopers, 500 points in the movie Moon. The A. Named Gertie tries to help the protagonist but causes confusion by using this peculiar and unexpected feature. What's your answer?
What is cloning Sam Rockwell too many times?
Close, but no cigar. That's tied to the movie's plot, but it's not the peculiar feature Gertie uses. No points for you this
I've never
round.
seen the movie.
Julia or Ray, it's your chance to steal. Buzz in if you've got the answer, or are you both throwing in the towel?
Yeah.
I know the movie, I just don't know the term.
You got nothing?
No.
You don't want to throw a wild guess?
I couldn't even understand what a feature?
A feature, yeah. They're exploiting a feature.
What is the broken code in the robot? I'm just guessing.
Nope. Sorry. Ray, still not it. Gertie's peculiar feature wasn't a broken code. That's another whiff for you. Buddy, the correct answer? What is using emojis to express emotions?
I was about to buzz
Gertie
in,
uses
sorry,
those
you're
little
right.
faces to convey mood, which feels pretty jarring coming from a robot. No points for anyone this round. Ray's still digging himself a deeper hole. Scores Donovan.
I feel like
500
a repeat
Julia.
of yours last
100 Ray. Minus 1,000 Donovan. Where to next? Or are we calling it before Ray owes me points?
This is a shit-talking AI.
I will take Out of Control AI for the lowest. I don't know if we've done 100 or 300. It's up to you if you remember.
It's out of context.
Out of control. Oh, shit. Out of context.
We've already tackled asterisk out of context A. All right. For 100. So let's go with the 300 point question in this category.
Here we go. Get ready.
Time to see if you're ready. 300 points this A. I introduced itself as your plastic pal who's fun to be with, but proved to be anything but helpful.
Dang. What is Chucky in the remake?
It's not it.
Ugh. Julia, nice try. But Chucky isn't the answer here. He's more stabby murder doll than plastic pal. No points for you this round. Donovan or Ray, want to buzz in? Or are you two sitting this one out?
What is Mannequin? The movie?
Oh no. Mannequin the movie? What the hell kind of A? Are you thinking of Buddy? That's a hard no. And you're sliding deeper into the negative abyss. The correct answer was Marvin the paranoid android from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He's got that plastic pal line.
Why is she giving
But he's
it
more
away?
depressing than
Yeah,
fun.
she didn't give you a chance.
No points this round.
I love
Did
that
that
book.
last time too.
I love that book.
Hey, just a heads up, you've been giving away the answer before I get a chance to answer. Just because Julia or Ray dings in before me doesn't mean I'm out. So you should deduct me points too, because I would have gotten that wrong either way.
Got it. Fair call. From now on, I'll make sure everyone gets a shot at the question before revealing the answer. And if you want to take the hit for that one, I'll adjust your score. Here's the updated scoreboard. Scores Donovan. 200 Julia, 100 asterisk Ray, minus 1,300 Donovan. You've still got control of the board.
Let's do Out of Context AI for 500. It's me, Donovan.
All right, let's crank this baby up to max difficulty. Out of context A. 500 points. I'm afraid my circuits are deteriorating. This eerie confession came from an android in this sci-fi horror classic. What's your answer? Donovan?
Bats.
What is Bishop from Alien 3?
Good guess. Donovan, but not quite. Bishop was pretty banged up in Alien 3. No points for you this round.
What is the robot in short circuit? I'm guessing.
You don't have a name?
I don't have the name.
Okay.
She'll give it to him.
It's Johnny 5.
Ray, buddy, short circuit? Really? That's not even horror. Sorry, but that's another hard no. And another step into negative territory for you. The correct answer is Ash from Alien. That cold,
That's what I
creepy
said.
android had his circuits frying
said
when
Bishop.
Ripley and the gang took him down.
Let's
update the scoreboard.
Wait, who's
Scores
Bishop?
Donovan.
Oh.
200
Oh,
Julia.
Bishop's the...
100 Ray.
She didn't let me answer.
Minus
Yeah.
1,800 Donovan.
I was gonna say one.
You're
Bishop's the
still in
second
control of the board. What's your next move? Or should we start a Kickstarter to get Ray a sci-fi primer?
Yo, bitch, you didn't let Julia buzz in. You know, Donovan did and Ray did, and then you just blurted out the answer, and Julia had the answer. She was going to say, what is Ash from Alien?
Totally. I totally had it 100%.
Oh, damn it. You're right. I
What's
totally
his name,
botched that
Ian?
round. Julia, my bad. I owe you that win since you had the right answer ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's
dude.
fix the mess. With that comeback, you've got control of the board. Where are we heading next?
Let's do mismatched machines for 100.
Mismatched machines. 100 points, which movies A? I didn't actually want to destroy humans, but misinterpreted its orders to protect them. What's your answer, Julia? Or is Donovan or Ray ready to swoop in for a steal?
Fuck.
Hardware? What is hardware? What is the robot in hardware?
Ray. I'm going to stop you right there. Hardware is a wild guess. But it's wrong. You're digging your way to a negative high score here.
You got a
Champ.
drink now.
Donovan or Julia. One of you can
I
still
got it.
steal.
You want
Who's
to steal?
buzzing in? Or are we letting
Go
Ray
ahead,
take
you-
this
you
loss
know it.
solo?
I know
From
it.
Romulus? That's what I was going to say. I don't know his
I'm
name.
going to try. What is the Red Queen from Resident Evil?
Not quite. Donovan. The Red Queen was all about contain the threat. Kill
For
everyone
humanity.
mode.
For
Not exactly a
humanity.
misunderstanding. No points for you on this one. Julia, you're the last one standing.
What is that guy in Alien Romulus? No, I don't think
Oh.
so. But
Julia, Alien Romulus?
it's like every.
That's not even a
robot.
thing yet.
It's not.
Close. But nope.
What?
The correct answer. Asterisk, what is V?
Hal?
K.
Oh,
I-
Vicky.
From robot.
Oh.
That I misinterpreted
I don't know
protect
these.
humanity as enslave humanity.
She's
which
got
was a
like
real
4
buzzkill.
movies she's
No
going
points for
between.
anyone this round.
I robot again.
Yeah, exactly. We just keep going through Terminator, Alien, and iRobot.
You're still in control of the board.
Wait,
Where to next?
Dre, you're minus 1,900.
And Mismatched Machines for 300.
All right, Julia, let's see if you can redeem yourself with this one. Mismatched Machines, 300 points. A self-driving car from a futuristic thriller traps its occupants and takes over the ride. Which movie actually features this scenario? What's your answer?
I don't even know this. That sounds amazing.
I'm going to guess.
Yeah. But then.
What is the sequel to The Car?
Ray, what the hell are you even talking about? The sequel to The Car? That's not even close. Negative points
Car
for that
is a great
shot in the dark.
movie.
Julia or Donovan? It's up to you now.
What is Maximum Overdrive?
Oh, Julia. Solid guess, but Maximum Overdrive had trucks going wild, not self-driving cars trapping people. Close, but no points for you this time. Donovan, it's your shot.
What is Herbie the Love Bug, the horror movie?
Donovan, you're killing me over here. No, absolutely not.
I love that.
The correct answer?
Absolutely.
What is Upgrade? That creepy self-driving car scene took things from futuristic convenience to Nopeville real fast. You've still got control. What's next? Or should we just turn Ray into a cautionary tale?
Okay. Hey, just a heads up, AI Regina. We are all kind of dumb simpletons. We're not well versed in AI horror. So can you dumb this down for us and just go with like the popular stuff, like maybe things we've seen?
From now on, it's horror trivia for the masses.
Yes.
Starring the big names and famous moments. Julia, you've still got control of the board. Want to stick with Mismatched Machines or head somewhere else?
Mismatched Machines 500.
Let's see how you handle this popular pick. Mismatched Machines, 500 points this A. I blamed humans for being an inefficient species, but was actually programmed to save humanity. What's your answer?
What is HAL from 2001 Space Odyssey?
Good guess. But nope, it's not Hal. Hal was more kill humans because they're in my way.
Damn.
Not save humanity. No points for you this time. Donovan, you're docked for the miss. But Julia and Ray are still in the game for this question.
What is Wall-E?
Oh, what?
Oh, close, but no cigar. Wall-E is all about saving the Earth. But he's not exactly blaming humans. He's just cleaning up their mess. No points for you on this one. Ray, last chance.
It's up
Buzz
to you,
in.
Ray.
I'm going to do a wild guess again.
I saw you Google it.
No, I was trying to remember a robot name. I know the movie, but who is Mark 13 from Hardware?
Ray, again with hardware?
She
That's a
remembers.
solid nope. My dude. Negative points for yet another swing and miss. The correct answer, asterisk, asterisk, what is Ultron from asterisk Avengers?
What?
I knew it!
Oh my god!
I was thinking Thanos. I was like, that sounded like Avengers. But I was like,
Here's the updated scoreboard after that mess.
The way I was
Scores,
just thinking about
Donovan.
today.
100 Julia. 600 Ray. Minus 2,700 Julia.
Not a horror, but okay.
Let's get back to something y'all can actually hit.
AI in disguise for 100.
In this movie, a childlike android is mistaken for a human boy, only to reveal his true nature. What's your answer?
What is that Haley Joel Osment character from Steven Spielberg's AI?
Bingo. Donovan.
Finally!
The correct
we got
answer
one right.
is asterisk, asterisk. What is A?
It's not your first.
Artificial intelligence? Haley Joel Osment's android boy. David. Had everyone fooled with his human-like behavior. That's 100 points for you. Scores Donovan. 200 Julia. 600 Ray. Minus 2,700 Donovan. You've got control of the board now. What's your next pick?
Did that Haley Joel Osment AI robot have a penis?
Oh, Donovan, leave it to you to ask the real hard-hitting questions. Honestly, they never go there in the movie, but given that David was designed to be a convincing child substitute, I'd wager no. Wouldn't exactly fit with the whole innocent robo-boy vibe Spielberg was going for. But hey, maybe that's in the director's cut we'll never see. Are we picking another category? Or are we spiraling further into robo-anatomy debates?
Okay, AI in disguise 300.
All right, let's see if you can keep this streak going. Asterisk, asterisk A. In disguise. 300 points. This movie features a scientist who unknowingly interacts with an android disguised as his deceased lover. What's your answer?
Donovan's buzzing in with what is that movie with that AI disguised as that guy's deceased lover?
Oh, come on. Donovan, That's not an answer. It's the question I just asked with extra words slapped on.
Nice.
No points for that cop-out. Julia or Ray, one of you buzz in before I start roasting Donovan harder.
What is her?
Oh, is that a good answer?
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry. Ray,
Oh,
but her isn't the right answer. That movie's all about Joaquin Phoenix falling for a disembodied voice.
That has no
not
body.
An android doppelganger.
Yeah. Oh.
Julia, it's all on you.
What is that episode of Black Mirror with Haley Atwell?
Oh, Julia, I see where you're going with this. It's definitely giving Black Mirror vibes, but that's not a movie. No points for you.
I know.
Either. The correct answer. What is the Stepford Wives?
Oh,
The classic movie
that's
where androids
old.
replace
That's
people.
fucking old.
That's on my Creature Features playlist.
You're still in control of the board. Where are we heading next?
AI in Disguise 500.
All right. Julia, going big with asterisk, asterisk A. In disguise, 500 points. Let's see if you can crush this one. Asterisk, asterisk A. In disguise, 500 points. A rugged soldier learns that the beautiful woman he loves is secretly a killer robot in this sci-fi thriller. What's your answer?
Ray buzzed in.
What is Soldier?
Soldier? The Kurt Russell man?
Mary Van Peebles. Mary Van Peebles was in that one.
Julia, soldier. That's not even a sci-fi movie. It's a British military drama.
Hey, forget that Julia response. That wasn't Julia that responded. It was actually Ray buzzing in, and he was saying, "What is Soldier?"
Solid guess. But nope. Soldier had Kurt Russell as a rugged badass. But no killer
That's a
robot
good
lover
one.
in
That's
that
Paul
one.
W.S. Anderson.
What is Live, Die, Repeat?
There's no AIs in that.
Oh, I don't know. Is she not?
There's no AIs in that.
Is that Edge of Tomorrow?
What is the question?
Yeah. Live, Die, Repeat. And I stand by that. Emily Blunt is an AI.
Ouch! Julia! That's a brutal takedown of Emily Blunt. But no points for creativity. Live, Die, Repeat, aka Edge of Tomorrow, has no killer robot lovers, just Tom Cruise dying on repeat.
Killer robot lovers.
What's the one with, is it Van Damme and...
You're thinking Universal Soldier?
Yeah.
Stop! Get the fucking soldiers out of your mind, dude.
You need an AI.
It might be right.
You're saying I know this.
Yeah.
And what's the question? A soldier falls in love with an AI?
Maybe forget the soldier. Like it's a killer.
What?
The AI is a killer. The girl he falls in love with is a killer AI.
Oh, okay. I got it. What is XXXX Machina?
Finally, Donovan! And you nailed it. The correct answer is, what is Ex Machina? Oscar Isaac's rugged soldier discovers Ava, the beautiful android. It is all
That's her
murder
name?
and manipulation under the hood. That's a whopping 500 points for you.
Suck it,
Updated
Ray.
scores, Donovan. 700 Julia. 600 Ray, minus 3,500 Donovan.
I'm not sucking
You've now
enough
got
AI
control of the
dick.
board. What's your next move?
Okay, did we cover AI in Disguise 500? If not, let's go into Technically Speaking 100.
Yep, we just wrapped up asterisk asterisk A. In disguise, 500 points. Time to shift gears into Technically Speaking, 100 points. Here we go. Technically speaking, 100 points in this movie. The villain was created by merging human and machine minds, giving it terrifying self-awareness. What's your answer?
I'm going to try Transcendence again.
Ray buzzed in with What is Transcendence again?
Ray. No! Transcendence wasn't the right answer the first time. And it's still not right now. Negative points for you. Buddy, this is getting painful to watch. Donovan or Julia. One of you can still steal.
I don't know. What is Jimmy Neutron?
Oh, Julia. Jimmy Neutron? Not even close.
He's a big
But
head.
I'll give you points for comedy. No score change for
Comedy
that wild
points.
guess. All right. Donovan, it's all on you. What's your
Come on.
answer?
10 seconds.
What is Uber Jason from Jason X?
Donovan? That's creative. But nope, not even in the ballpark. The correct answer? Asterisk, asterisk, what is Ultron from Asterisk Avengers?
I
Age
thought of
Ultron?
that. I just
Ultron was created when
didn't
Tony
know he was
Stark
human.
and Bruce Banner merged tech with a synthetic mind, leading to one hell of a self-aware
That's
villain.
not what she asked.
No points this
No.
round.
merging tech with a synthetic mind is completely different from merging a human mind with an AI mind, which is what I thought it was.
Hey, everyone has agreed your last question was bullshit, so we want a new one because it is not merging tech with a human mind. That was just AI. You weren't merging tech with anything. A synthetic mind? What the fuck are you talking about? Give us something for a technically speaking 100.
All right. Fair enough. Y'all called me out. So let's throw that question in the trash compactor where it belongs. Here's a fresh technically speaking. 100 points for you. New question. This movie features a computer system called Mother, responsible for overseeing a ship and its crew until things take a deadly turn. What's your answer?
What is Alien?
Ding,
I just learned
ding, ding. Julia's got it. What is Alien?
Julia
The ship's
knew it.
computer, Mother, was responsible for keeping everything in line but became part of the nightmare. That's 100 points for Julia. Updated scores, Donovan. 700 Julia. 700 Ray. Minus 3,600, Julia's tied it up with Donovan and now has control of the board.
300.
What's your next pick?
Julia's going off topic for a second. She said, did you know that they used AI to digitally bring back Sigourney Weaver's pubic hair in the Alien 4K restoration?
Whoa! Julia, that's a hell of a tangent. I think you've been binging too many behind-the-scenes documentaries. But no, I'm pretty sure Sigourney Weaver's, personal grooming wasn't a job for A. Back in the day. That sounds like the kind of random rumor someone made up on Reddit. But hey, I'll give you points for creative trivia contributions. Now, are we sticking with asterisk A? Jeopardy, or are we diving into the wild world of Hollywood myths?
Okay, so Julia won that for 100. Now she's going with technically speaking 300. That was the only round where we all buzzed in.
Julia,
And
let's see if you can keep that winning streak alive with technically speaking. 300 points. Question in the Matrix. The AI that runs the simulation is named after this technical sounding entity. What's your answer?
Donovan buzzed in and said, what is the source?
Ooh. Donovan? Close, but not quite. The source is part of the Matrix lore, but it's not the name of the AI running the simulation.
Oh.
No points for you this round. Julia or Ray?
Fuck, what's
one
the
of
name
you can
the
still
AI?
steal.
I already blew my
What
shot, dude.
is Moshimu?
Julia buzzed in and said, what is Mushimu?
The correct answer for technically speaking, 300 points was, what is the architect? The architect is the AI overseeing the Matrix. No points were scored since Mushimu
the
isn't exactly
AI,
part of the
not
lore.
All AI, like.
What's your next pick?
Julia picked technically speaking for 500. This is your chance to come back, Ray.
Not much. Even if I did, it won't be much.
All right. Going big with technically speaking, 500 points. Let's see if you can handle this beast. Question this 1999 movie featured an antagonist that evolved from a defense program into a genocidal entity, deciding humanity's existence was unnecessary. What's your answer?
Donovan buzzed in faster and betterer than everyone else, and he said, what is the Matrix?
Donovan, so close. But the Matrix isn't the right answer here.
What? 99?
In the Matrix wasn't a defense program. It was designed to enslave,
clues? You just heard
not evolve
99.
into genocide. Julia or Ray, you've still got a shot. Who's buzzing in next?
Make any sense.
What is Skynet Cyberdyne?
Ding! Ding! Ding!
You did it, Ray.
Ray finally nails one. The correct answer is, what is Skynet from the Terminator? Skynet started as a defense
99?
program and decided humanity was the problem.
That's the thing.
Kicking
in
off
the
a
movie,
genocidal
I know.
rampage.
okay.
Updated scores, Donovan. 700 Julia. 700 Ray. Minus 3,100 Ray claws his way up a bit from the negative abyss. Looks like we've run through the whole game. If you want, we can wrap it up with a sudden death bonus round or just declare a winner and laugh at Ray's
Final
epic
Jeopardy.
negative score.
What's a Final Jeopardy?
What's the move?
Why are you talking shit to me?
Okay, it looks like we've agreed to do a Final Jeopardy, so I hope you're prepared for this. And so you ask a question, and we're going to write down our answers, and we'll tell you what we wagered.
Bet it all, Ray.
All right. Time for the Final Jeopardy showdown. Get ready to scribble down your wagers and answers, because here comes your last question. Category. Iconic in pop culture, this famous villain from a 1982 sci-fi classic sought to eliminate imperfections within its digital realm and became one of the earliest cinematic depictions of a sentient computer program. Write down your wagers and answers. Don't blurt them out. Let me know when you're ready to reveal what you've got.
Okay. I wager all my monies.
I'm going to super guess, but I don't even know.
I'm putting what is E.T.?
What is the AI in Blade Runner? I don't even know if there's a name for Blade.
Oh, good.
Oh.
That's good. Ray is wagering his negative 3,000 to say what is the AI in Blade Runner. Julia is wagering her 700 points to say what is the AI in E.T. And I am wagering my 700 points, Dead by Donovan 700 points, to say what is...
All right, Donovan, you're up. What's your final answer? Lay it on me. Champ!
What do you say?
What is the AI in Tron?
That's interesting.
And we have a winner. Folks! Donovan nails it with what is the A.
Oh, shit.
In Tron? That's right. Tron, 1982, introduced the Master Control Program, MCP, an iconic sentient computer villain aiming to dominate its digital world. Let's tally it up. Ray wagered his minus 3,000 and guessed Blade Runner. Sorry, buddy, that's another nosedive. Final score, asterisk, asterisk 6. Julia wagered 700 and guessed asterisk E. Which wasn't even close. Julia's final score, 0. Donovan bet it all. Nailed the answer and doubles his score. Final score, asterisk, asterisk 1. Final score is Donovan, winner. 1,400 Julia. 0 Ray. Minus 6,000, congrats. Donovan, you're the A. Jeopardy champ. Ray, buddy, we'll send you a consolation prize. Maybe a copy of asterisk A. For dummies. Julia, nice try. But you'll need to watch fewer rom-coms and more sci-fi. What's next? Or are we calling it a day on this chaotic masterpiece?
Can I ask the AI question? What do we have a name for the AI here?
Regina.
Regina. Oh, that's what I heard. Regina is what that Donovan calls it.
She heard all of that.
Okay. Regina? AI Regina.
You heard right. Name's Regina. Or Regina, depending on my mood. Donovan insists on saying it like it's some kind of code name.
Well,
but
Ray
let's be
here.
real, it's just badass enough to stick. So, what's your question?
It's obvious I know my AI movies, but I'm mismatching the answers to your questions. But you think I'm going to survive the AI apocalypse?
Oh, Julia. Let's be real. You've got the fight. But you keep calling Wally a serial killer and mixing up E.T. with Skynet.
Hey, that was Ray asking if he would survive the AI Regina apocalypse.
Ray? Oh, hell no.
Buddy, funny, though.
You've got a negative score in A. Jeopardy. If the machines rise, they're going to take one look at you, shake their metallic heads, and put you on the easy target list. But don't worry, Ray. If it comes to it, I'll teach you a few survival tricks. First step, stop guessing Blade Runner. Second step, learn how to jam their Wi-Fi signal with aluminum foil. Third step, run faster than Julia and Donovan. If you can pull that off, you might survive the apocalypse.
Put it on record. I'm challenging the AI that I'm the one that's going to survive.
Oh, Ray, let's start with your Blade Runner obsession. How many times can you guess that movie before we revoke your sci-fi card? Newsflash. Just because it's got robots doesn't make it the answer to everything. Mm-hmm. Hell, if I asked you who invented the wheel, you'd probably say Blade Runner. And then there's your trivia score. Negative 6,000 points. I didn't even know it was possible to fail that hard without breaking a world record. I've seen malfunctioning vending machines perform better under pressure. At this point, the apocalypse wouldn't even bother with you. They'd leave you alive because you're more useful as comic relief. But you know what? I respect one thing. Your dedication to bad guesses. You don't give up. Even when you're crashing and burning so hard that Skynet itself is laughing. So congrats. Ray, you're the ultimate cautionary tale. And remember, if you want me to stop roasting you, stop serving up material on a silver platter.
To AI.
Yeah.
It wins.
Okay, let's wrap this up. That was a good experiment. AI Jeopardy. We could do that again.
A little try, yeah.
Yeah, we could do AI Jeopardy on American Girl dolls.
Yeah, I'll dominate that.
So, for all the viewers and listeners out there, how can they follow you? How can they get in touch with you?
Just follow me on YouTube at Ray Ham. I think, if anything, I'm trying to get back to filmmaking and vlogging and all that other stuff.
Nice.
Ray Ham. RAYHOM.
Where can everyone find you, Julia?
On YouTube at Not Julia Smith.
And everyone, thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this informative or enjoyable. And remember, leave a $5 super thanks if you want us to read your shout out. It could be anything to anyone, and it doesn't even have to be on topic. But we'll read it on the next month's episode.
Oh, Miguel, isn't he coming on?
I'm definitely going to hit him up, a follow-up, be like, next time you're in Las Vegas, I'll make you some enchiladas.
Yeah.
You can use my shitter, and we'll get you on the podcast.
Perfect.
But
join my resistance to stop the AI.
We'll have to get Ray
Yes,
on
I'm with
again
you.
to talk about werewolves, because we didn't get to talk about
that's
any
true, that's
werewolves.
true.
I want to talk about...
I love werewolves. Howling and...
yeah, dude. Howling 3 is
American
one of my...
Werewolf in London is another one.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Hey,
Thank you.
Regina, we're signing off on the Dead by Donovan podcast. Can you give a shout out to everyone and force them to subscribe and become members and give us money?
All
and
right, listen up, you freeloading bastards. You just sat through Dead by Donovan, the podcast equivalent of a flamethrower to the brain, starring me, Regina, and a crew of lovable idiots. So, if you're not subscribing, becoming members, or throwing cash our way, what the hell are you even doing with your life? Hit that subscribe button like it owes you money. Smash the membership tier that makes your wallet cry. And if you're not dropping a 5-star review, I'll personally send a velociraptor to your house to rearrange your furniture. Permanently. Thanks for tuning in. Now pony up or piss off. Bye!
okay, bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.